What's happening? What's going on? It's episode 141 of Barz and Shotz. You got myself, Flaw 700. You got Ant the Great One. You got DJ Big J, and you got Jarrell. What's going on, fellas?
Yeah, what's happening, fellas?
I'm sorry. What was that last name y'all said?
Well, Jarrell was the last name. DJ Big J with
BJ who?
Mic check.
Mic check.
coming in with the trash check. Audio.
This nigga, man.
$400 microphone.
You hear me?
Nope.
No.
You're a little low. You're a little low.
How about now?
A little higher.
You
can go a little higher.
You.
That works. I guess. Yeah, that works. Only got one earphone working, so I guess you good.
You.
Mic check.
What's going on,
check.
fellas? How's everything?
Chilling, man. It's a stressful week, but you know, I'm ready to pod, man. I'm ready to have some fun.
Mm-hmm. How's the mental health?
Mental health is all right. No. Family shit going on, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. It ain't something, it's something.
Watching my Giants about to lose again.
Yo, one last week though. Who y'all got this week?
We beat the Eagles.
The Eagles was on a hot streak though, fam. And it's
sorry as hell, man. Stop it, right. Man. No. We're not doing this. No, we're not doing this. We stink,
trying to
man.
keep some hope. All right,
whatever.
Okay.
No, I mean we beat the Raiders though, but they stink too. What's happening, Jay? I ain't seen you since, nigga. What's happening?
We ain't seen. Now your audio is completely off.
You muted or something.
You.
Yeah. We got you.
All right, there we go. Yeah, y'all beat us. It ain't shit else I can say.
I know that, Jay. Thank you.
Y'all beat us.
Okay.
I was mad as fuck too, but you know,
because we stink. I'm mad. We beat y'all too.
We beat the Eagles and we beat Dallas. So I was like, all right, we got to beat the Giants.
Nope.
So we're gonna go 3-1 for y'all division.
So where do we want to start this week at? We got some things to get to. Soul Train Awards actually happened first, but we can start with I was gonna call it Triller. Verzuz. I don't know why I had Triller in my mind.
I want to call that shit Thriller all the time.
Hold on, let me get at least that image up.
You ugly motherfuckers.
So was Ant? Did you even watch it? You didn't see none of it?
Fuck that Verzuz, yo.
Damn. Okay.
I watched.
Why is it fuck that Verzuz though?
Yeah, I told you this shit's trash, bro. Nobody don't give a fuck about these two groups, yo.
You don't give a fuck about it.
I'm about to say that's wrong as hell.
This is the East Coast biasness that I'm trying to
Yeah. We gotta do that. We gotta stop that. Twitter went nuts off this Verzuz.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, this was better than Soulja Boy and fucking Bow Wow.
Even people on the East Coast, like,
first of all,
you had to be a Mafia or Bonethugs fan to.
This nigga said this is better than Bow Wow, Soulja Boy. Like, this is supposed to be like, it's supposed to be better than them. Like, come on now.
Yeah, but I mean, you said nobody cared about it.
This was a whack Verzuz. I did not like this Verzuz at all.
You didn't even watch it.
Yes, I did watch it. You didn't let me finish. Y'all
I thought you said you didn't watch it. You said you didn't.
I didn't even get a chance to finish my statement. Y'all niggas start going in. Like, yes,
all right,
I watched the Verzuz.
Okay,
yes,
my
I
bad.
watched this Verzuz from top to bottom. I did.
Okay.
It was not enjoyable to me.
So you ain't move at all when none of them 3-6 Mafia
Scissor came on. I
came
think
up?
I moved when sipping on some Scissor came
That
on.
was
I moved.
it?
So when Riding Spinners came on, I moved. We already talked about this. 3-6 smoked these niggas, man. Wasn't no harmony. Like, I was there for the harmony. Wasn't no type of harmony. Like, come on, man.
There wasn't no harmony.
It wasn't.
It
was a lot of thug though.
For me, this Verzuz on paper to me didn't make sense, but apparently Bonethugs and 3-6 Mafia has had beef over the years. HipHop beef, no real altercations. I think this is the first Verzuz where I called it right. I said some niggas is going to get smoked, and somebody finally got smoked, in my opinion.
Yeah, Flaw. I was thinking about you too, bro.
Yeah. This is the first time you was actually right.
Like,
Somebody got smoked.
I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, 3-6 Bone Thug cannot stand across from 3-6 if this is what we doing. Because if one thing 3 6 Mafia does is create hits, create anthems. And you can see
Right.
in the post where a lot of kids was watching, well, a lot of adults that watched this, it took them back to their college days. The same thing that happened with Nelly. When I was watching Nelly versus Ludacris. When you impact a community that went to college, it stays with you. So when you playing Slob on My Knob and all of that, they remember where
Word.
they were.
Word.
They
I was
remember where
outside.
they were.
I was outside for each and every last one of them 3 6 songs.
I don't know if there's another verses where they wouldn't stop. It's like, yo, they got hit after hit. Like they
After
didn't
hit.
play a B-side.
Every song, man. It was every song.
Bone Thugs
Every
tried to milk it, that strategy that the versus competitors use where, okay, we're gonna do the first 10 as a such and such, but we're gonna
Right.
win the next 10 and make you forget about the first
Right.
10 that was trash.
Because
That's
their
because they
second
have 20, bro. Like they
because
didn't
their
have
second
20.
half their second half was way better. Like they was actually
was.
they was actually, stepping to them, but yeah, it wasn't close to me.
But when
Is
but
that
when you
is that
360
from an East Coast standpoint?
No, I just like their music better. Because I actually like 3 6. I'm from the East Coast and I
How-
like
No,
3
no,
6.
no, no, no. I
East
mean
Coast-
Bone Thug. I mean
But
Bone
Jay,
Thug.
that was just an East Coast standpoint, and the other group was from Memphis. None of this is East
Yeah.
Coast.
No,
We
no.
like
I'm
3 6
asking.
Mafia.
I'm asking. Is
Okay.
that from a East Coast? Like them saying that they don't have 20?
Nah, they just don't got
Because
20.
I've seen people saying that Bone Thug won.
Yeah, those are pure Bone Thug
Yeah,
fans.
them same people probably wear
Which
AC
makes sense. I know some
same people
too.
probably wear Vans on a regular. Like
Yo,
But let's keep it a stack though. Let's keep it a stack though.
Wear khaki.
There's some people that
Shit.
think
Word.
Dipset beat the Locks. There's some people that think Fab beat Kiss. There's
Yeah.
some, you know what I'm saying? Like there's
Right.
going to be people who
The
think that
hardcore
they-
fans,
Yeah.
Bone fans really definitely thought they won.
Yeah,
They did.
like
They didn't. Though.
facts.
niggas
Uh,
go to bed.
They
Niggas
did.
go to bed at 10 on
10?
East Coast.
Oh, word.
they got to stop doing that, fam. They got to
Yo,
stop
so-
doing that.
Salute to Rolling out here.
They got to roll it in the chat, but they got to stop
Shout out
doing
to
that,
Salute to
fam.
Vernon
You
too.
can't
Salute to Vernon in the
be
chat.
no verses at I think it might have started at like 10:15, fam. And it was
Oh, yeah,
after
we-
midnight
yeah.
when it was over.
Oh no, weekday they tripping.
I ain't gonna
Yeah.
front though. Them 3 6 had wifey twerking at the midnight on a random Thursday.
Hey yo,
nigga.
I seen that.
Yo,
I
that's
Ain't
seen
gonna
that
front.
post. I said real wild.
Where I was like, hey yo, the night was won. I'm good. Hip hop and I won that night. I was cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Hip hop
you,
almost
sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Hip hop almost took an L though. We can get into it with the it's
Baby
crazy.
shower
Bizzy
coming
Bone.
soon.
no, don't you wish that on me, brother.
Yeah,
Don't do
don't
that.
you wish that on
No, don't do that. We're not doing that. No,
You
no.
put that hurt on him.
I know, right? Don't do that, man. Like, what are you talking
Wish
about?
that evil on him, nigga.
Never, fam. Like this we supposed to be a community of brotherhood here, man. You fucking it up, man.
Wait, I guess we can go in order. The first order is Swiss Beats, I believe, because
Swiss
not
was
only
on one.
was there a DJ battle before, which I actually enjoyed. I did enjoy the DJ battle.
Dude, I didn't see that part.
Felly fell. Was it Felly fell in?
I don't know. I refuse to watch
Still
that.
DJing.
I like the way they were mixing though. Like they was doing some mixing and you know what I'm saying, like blending and so they,
Well, that's what
they
Felly
was
Fell
doing
do.
Yeah. So it came time for the verses to actually start, and the DJs that was up there had to milk it. You know, the crowd got antsy. The crowd inside of Instagram that is got a little antsy, like, yo, bro, we don't want to hear this shit. Snoop Dogg was even like, bro, stop playing
Right.
this shit, get to the verses. And Swiss Beats, one of the owners of Verzuz, was on some. Basically, I'm tired of these black acts charging us 5 times more than you would charge white establishments.
Wait.
What's up?
Wait, say that again?
Oh, Swiss
I have a
Beats
problem
was in
with that.
the comment saying he was tired of black artists charging them 5 times the amount he would charge white establishments. Basically,
Yeah,
I don't
like,
know who.
Like, yeah, you getting paid 5 times you would for a regular show and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I seen that.
And like, yeah, he was like, y'all acting like y'all did the show last summer. Y'all ain't toured in 21 years, and y'all charging us 5 times.
I was crying when I
No.
saw it.
So he
Yo,
got to be
Swiss
talking about
was
Bone, right?
He's
on
talking about
one,
Bone.
bro.
Yeah.
He got to be talking about Bone.
You talking about
right?
Bone.
Swiss
Well,
was on one.
I sent the
Nigga,
link
it's
to the group.
98 members of them, fam. Like, if it's the AR, got to get paid.
I sent it to the group, and apparently Bizzy spoke to Swiss, and he said Swiss wasn't talking about us, because one of the tweets or comments that Swiss left was, I can't go out on stage right now. I got to wait for my guy from jail to come through and do the prayer. And Bizzy said Swiss wasn't talking about us because number one, I spoke to him, and number two, we do our own prayer. So
word.
Yeah.
So he definitely wasn't talking about 3-6 Mafia.
Why would you talk about it now?
Because what he said it's not like 3-6's MO. Like, they don't need 5 times a show because they haven't toured. That's Juicy J over there, nigga. Like,
that's an Oscar. Like, come on now.
Yeah, like he couldn't have been talking about them.
Come on
no way. He couldn't have been talking about them. Juicy J just dropped the album.
Yeah,
like, he don't need this, like, at all.
I highly doubt he was talking about 3-6 Mafia because they was prepared. They came out and they didn't have no issues. For me, if you actually look at Bone Thug, they wasn't in harmony. They wasn't in sync. I don't think Crazy Bone was ever like really like next to Bizzy. It was like, what's his name? Lazy. And somebody made a good point of this. Lazy made Bone Thugs good that night.
Lazy stole the show, fam.
Yeah, he
basically hosted.
Yeah.
Yes, he basically hosted. Because if it wasn't for him, I don't know what Bone Thugs would have did or what they would have looked like. They just didn't seem in sync.
Hold on. I go as far as to say Lazy, he actually made the show, period. Because it's not like Paul and Juicy was talking a lot over there either. Like, they weren't even talking on their side.
That's a good point.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't do that much talking either. They didn't have to.
Which brings
which throw a water bottle at you. I ain't
ain't nothing else to say. Now I'm saying, like,
which brings me to that point. Bizzy Bone felt like he needed to get it spicy, turn it up. So out the blue, after a harmonizer, after harmonizer redemption of one of their songs,
we making words this part. I like this, a harmonizer.
At one of them things, Bizzy Bone decided to say, "Hey, you ugly motherfuckers, it's not going.
Y'all not gonna sit up here
and mock me while I'm on stage.
That was the funniest shit ever, yo. I was crying.
And then he threw a water.
Suck my dick.
Now, nigga told
no.
me.
The water didn't come yet. Bizzy, I'm sorry. Bizzy kept going on. So Juicy J was just like, yo, suck my dick. So, yes.
Which was the wrong thing to do.
You can't say that, bro. Can't say that.
We all know that, right? We all know that.
Let's have that conversation real quick. Y'all was watching it when Bizzy went off. Wouldn't you be confused a little bit too? Like, yo, you really
S.M.D. though.
That wouldn't have came out of my mouth.
S.M.D. is extreme though, bro. That's bitch. That was his response, bro. He ain't say nothing else but S.M.D.
That shows that already shows that he had something past, like, inclination about him before that. That's not the correct response to what Bizzy did. Is it?
Or maybe they was
at all
perform Slob on My Knob. I don't know.
That's why Slob on My Knob came last. Nah.
Yeah, but that would be funny though. Slob on My Knob was the next song.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious.
Yeah. But I could just be like, Juicy J just might not be the guy you want to mess with. It could be that. If he took it there, you gotta know what's coming after that.
That's 1 to 10 real quick.
That's what I'm saying. Them fighting words, those are fighting words though, bro. So right, you said, that's a 10.
That's a 10 response.
It had to be something happened before that, man.
Other than saying something about his kids, what could he have said worse?
I still don't understand or fully understand why that shit is so triggering to us, though.
It's the culture.
It's the rules.
It's just those are fighting words, bro. Those fighting words
is what it is.
You know those fighting words.
And that's
I know. So I would never say it, but I still don't. If somebody said it to me, it's just like, nah. Like,
that's because you let everything roll off you, though. Like, you let everything roll off you like that, though.
Hey, Jay, we had this talk, Jay, about you.
We already had this talk. Like, you don't get mad at anything.
Hey, Jay.
We had this conversation about you coming home to a man clapping your wife's cheeks, and you just packing your teeth.
You was about to go back and eat your wings in your car until they was finished. I remember all of that shit. So you are not the person for this conversation. We know how you feel. You're not going to give a fuck about the S.M.D. You're not going to care. We know that.
It's just like every time this shit comes up, because every time it comes up, even during the fucking the locks joint, like I I was waiting for it, but then after the interview, they already said it. He
no
said,
Frank
"Yo,
standing.
yeah, it's like no invite nobody to the Frank stand."
Right.
It's just like to me, it just it really
know what it
not
is?
bothers me. It just it makes me think like it's like, yo, why is that really triggering to us? Like, nigga, you hey,
It's not though. That's not the triggering part. It's not what you say. It's the fact that you know you can't say it, but you said
It's
it
the
to
intent
me.
behind it, bro.
It's the intent behind it.
Right.
Like what you
It's the
actually
same
say.
thing.
It's
Hey,
not
yo.
like you fucking mean it. It's like he really don't want him to come over there and do that.
Yarrell
But
is
you know,
correct.
yeah, it's the intent.
It's just-
Go ahead.
no, I was saying it's the same thing. And if you pull off your glove and you smack a guy, it's a duel. It's the same shit.
Yeah,
Like, you don't
gotta
gotta
It's the
see.
same shit.
I wouldn't say it because that's
Somebody has to
physical
die,
contact
bro.
now. Now you put your
Nah,
hands
Yo.
up.
I
Or
challenge
now
you
you
to
put
it.
an object on me.
But SMD is the
object
same
on me.
as that glove
Same thing.
smacking your cheek.
I would
nigga.
feel more disrespected if you mushed me or pushed me
Well, of course.
than
Nah. Hold on
man,
though.
fuck you, Big J, suck my dick.
Hold on.
Fuck
But if you
too,
came
bitch, like-
but if you came up to me and just hit me with your fist, it's better to me than you coming over there slapping me with a fucking glove.
Word.
that's
It's
what
the
I'm saying.
respect
No,
factor.
absolutely.
Because you think I'm not gonna do shit if you came over here and
That's what
slapped
I'm
me with
saying.
it.
You slap
I
me
would
with a
feel-
glove,
I
bro. You
would feel
don't respect
more-
me at all. Like,
Yeah,
I
we
would
gotta
feel
fight to the death.
more-
Then.
I would feel
Like-
more. I guess because it's physical harm. You
Right,
You've
I
taken
understand.
you taking it from a level of just talking and trying to say some shit to hurt my feelings. To all right, now you done smack me now with the glove. Like not that you smacked me, nigga. You took your glove off,
Man, look.
positioned it.
And what if the
to-
slap actually sting? Like
right.
the shit slap you right in the corner. Of the
Bitch,
eye. Bitch, what? Yeah, you got.
now
You
I'm
have to fight
I'm
him.
crying
Like-
because the fucking glove finger hit me in my eye.
right, right. Your right eye leaking with tears.
I'm not gonna lie,
You go
Jay.
sit there and take it.
You've mastered the art of calmness, which I think
Right.
your bigger story is we need to not react towards certain things because it could lead to something crazy, which
Right.
Verzuz could have led to. If us coming outside and somebody saying that, and we're only reacting because we're from a certain area where that's a trigger we're supposed to react to. I get
Right.
it from that standpoint because at the end of the day, did you die? Like that's one of the
Right,
famous
Right,
quotes.
It's only
because
words.
honestly,
Right.
none of
They
us
do
are
that.
saying you're wrong about what you're feeling. You're supposed to be that way. We're saying that's just not how it is,
And we're
That's all.
stupid.
and we're stupid.
We're
Yes,
stupid.
everybody that would kill somebody over that is dumb as hell. But
Yes.
it is what it is. Those are
It's
rules.
stupid. Because if I want to go outside for some wings and I don't come back home to my kids because somebody said that, I'm stupid at the end of the day. It's just,
Right.
just the way it works.
But at the end of the day, niggas be like, yeah, he had to do that.
Like I've
Yeah.
I've seen banter between two friends over the, not friends, but they was going at it, and the end of the banter was, "Fuck you, man, suck my dick."
Nah.
Now it was just like, all right, yeah,
Now we have to fight.
Next time I
Yes.
see you,
Yeah.
Nah, it's on site after that though.
Yeah, it's
bro.
all inside after
can't-
that
you can't
because you
fuck with
know
me,
that's
kid.
not what you're supposed to say. It's already preordained. Like it's the rules, unless
crazy.
you're not from that culture and you just just some white dude from Lansing, Michigan.
But
say
again,
to
it
you.
ain't
that'd
about
be
the
hilarious.
words,
First
though.
of all,
It's not about the
first of all,
statement.
a white person saying that shit is fucking hilarious.
That's what I'm
Anybody
saying.
other
Like
than black
they're not
people
from
saying
that culture. They wouldn't say that, and and
Suck
it'd be
my
that.
dick, Kyle.
Yeah, like that. It doesn't. It
But
doesn't
they-
ring
but-
off the
but-
same,
but
right?
White dudes, but see, white dudes is different though because they do goofy shit. They
Completely
can get
different.
that kind of shit
Right.
off though, like
What?
to each other.
Yeah.
Like
Right. They do. That's what their friendship is.
Right. So, but nah, I seen that part. I was checking in at certain parts, but like I said, I wasn't. It was. I only like a certain songs from Bone, only like a couple songs from 3-6, but that shit was hilarious.
shout out to Gangsta Boo, nigga.
She killed it, yo. She was killing it.
So, of
She was
course,
doing
after the, suck my D part, that's when Bizzy Bone threw the water. You hear what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
now,
Yeah.
as Busy,
Yes.
I gotta do something. And now when you start throwing water as 3-6, I gotta bum rush your side. Juicy rips the tape. He puts up his dukes. He swings. He doesn't really connect, which saved it. First, I thought he hit. And I'm just like,
Word.
oh shit. So he not only did he hit Busy, but then they sent Busy to the back and they continue to shows me what type of brotherhood they got.
They said that nigga the timeout, yo.
They said that, bro,
They said that nigga the timeout.
Yo, I already told you that Busy. I mean, it's a miracle that he was on stage in the first place.
Yeah, he unstable, yo. It's crazy.
He's completely unstable, and he already told everybody that he was unstable. He at one point he had to lead a group. Like they broke up a long time ago.
So are we putting any stock into what he say?
What he said?
Oh
Who
yeah,
Bizzy?
yeah.
What?
We looked into each other's eyes.
Because if
and
you
we
own
knew.
it, bro, you gotta put stock into it. If he's owning it and he's saying it versus us hearing it from TMZ.
Because we can't, like we always say, we can't tell people how to react to shit.
Right.
If that was his reaction, that's just his reaction.
No.
He might have fucked up the money. But who am I to say he shouldn't have threw the water bottle when somebody told him that?
I mean the video for afterwards where he was talking
Using the
about
hotel room and shit.
Yeah, telling something. Yeah, we're just adding spice, and I looked into Juicy J's eyes.
Oh yeah, that was bullshit.
I knew we would, nigga.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
He didn't know that suck my dick was coming. He didn't know that was coming.
He didn't know that was coming. No way.
The beginning part, the part that I think you're talking about is Juice is Bizzy went into business by himself. Like Styles P and the Locks and D Block spoke in the back and say, we are going to get chippy.
Right.
Just don't invite me to the Franks. Apparently, Bonethugs and 3 6 had no conversation about getting spicy. So if I don't know,
none at all.
Because niggas was late and drunk.
So if I don't know that disrespect is coming, yes, Juicy should not have said what he said. But I don't know if he will or not.
You got to think about it. These two groups actually had beef in the past. The Locks and the Dipset actually have a relationship with each other. They was on tour with each other before this. They never had beef with each other. It was always fun and games when they was talking to each other. At least that I know of, they never had beef.
And
even when the Rockefeller shit went down, they didn't have beef.
And what people need to understand is watching that versus a lot of people from the South. Like I watched Trick Daddy say, yo, they went too far, right? But if you're from New York, you know that that's just a common thing. You snap on people and you don't take nothing serious. But there is one rule. Don't invite me to the Frank stand, but we're going to snap on you all night.
And that's one thing we have to realize. We keep on forgetting that the Locks and Dipset, even though they're not from the same place, they are from the same place.
Right.
Yeah. They're all from New York City.
And we
Bone
understand
Thugs,
that.
like Memphis and Cleveland is not the same. They might not have the same politics or the same type of, I don't know, like everybody grows up different.
And remember, if y'all saw the
Styles
P interview, if you saw the Styles P interview on the Breakfast Club, when the little ruffle did happen when Cam was kicking Styles was like, Cam, what's up, baby? I love you. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
What's happening?
Right.
He was like, what's happening? And Styles was like, yo, Cam, the one that took care of all the business for him. He's like, when Cam stepped in and said, nah, we want this in the third, that put more money in the Lock's pocket. So Cam really set up the whole thing financially. So it was no beef. It just Styles, once again, it could have went somewhere because, hey, to this day, Styles has not given me a good enough example as to why he tried to pull the nigga leg. that will never make sense.
Bro, you know what it is, bro.
It was his share. He even brought it.
Bro, the Locks been waiting for this moment forever, bro. Just think about who they are, bro. They probably been waiting for this moment forever, bro. Like all the beefs and all the rap battles and shit they done been in, they was waiting for this moment.
But you should know how. But you should know how extra Cam is. He's the Don. He's the ruler. So he pulls out a beach chair to chill to let Jim Jones. We talking about this like we know. Hey yo, Jimmy, Jewels, go through the first few rounds. I'm gonna save y'all at the end. That's exactly what he did. He said, "All right, bro, I'm about to do my solo joint."
Yeah, we did. Listen, not, bitch. You already seen it.
Yeah, he said, "I'm all right. Listen, my sucking out. This said shit ain't working. Locks killing this man."
He should have did more.
Yeah, so much
should
more.
have did more. I'm actually mad at Cam. Like you should have took the reins a long time ago, bro.
Niggas, it's so many hits they left off, man. It's a shame.
Yeah.
Bro. Going back to the Bonethugs joint, yo.
Bizzy throws the water. Juicy J rushes the other side. Like I said, he didn't hit Bizzy. I thought he did, but he didn't. Then it went away. We thought it was over. First commercial break in Verzuz history where you had to stop it. And of course, the black people was just like, oh, we can't have nothing. Here we go. It's over. Verzuz. And in my head, I'm like, Ant was right. It's over. It's no more Verzuz. This shit is done.
I actually thought it was over. I thought
it's over.
It was done.
We're not having this. But
we
then
just gonna have more, Gladys Knights and Shaka Khan's and shit.
DJ battles.
What's this nigga name? Lionel Richie and shit. Lionel Richie and them niggas.
Now
Lionel Richie versus Smokey Robinson going down next week.
Ooh, nah,
that'd be a mean one. That'd be a mean one.
That'd be a mean one. I'm not here for it, but book it.
But I don't think it really would have been the end because Verzuz just Trilla put too much money into this. They would have figured something out. But once again, it would have, of course, it would have been the rap acts that suffered. But that's just the history of hip hop music. That's why the Hard Not Life tour was so huge, and the tour after that. We don't really understand or appreciate the Hard Not Life tour like we should, but
Right.
all tours that came after that, it's a big thing, man, because hip hop artists are normally used or we're used to messing things up. So the show comes back on, and the Molly Wop continued. Of course, I give them Crossroads. I mean, I give them Crossroads.
They get notorious thugs. You know what I
Well,
mean?
They
no,
might get notorious.
don't skip over the apology. Remember, Bizzy came out. We just talked about the
Okay,
fight.
Busy. Okay, yeah, Busy came out, which they was. I'm glad he did come out because I think Busy is the best in Bone. And he showed it. Like when he got up there, he started
It's not
rapping.
I don't think that's a.
I think
argument.
Crazy's the best, but
Okay.
What?
I thought it was
Crazy-
just me.
I think
I
Crazy
thought
is
Bizzy
the-
was by far like the number one dude in Bone. Always.
Yeah,
Or you just don't like him.
Dying. I was born in
I'm
Ohio.
just talking about
and-
straight rap. I'm just talking about forget their personalities. I'm
Nigga,
just
what?
talking about rapping. Like to me, Bizzy was by far the best.
Okay,
out
yeah,
of them.
Busy get busy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He definitely.
Because every time
did
Busy
that.
would rap, Lazy be like, God damn, Busy, like
Yep.
Busy. Every time it was Busy turn to rap, they would like stop, like, yo, Busy, come do this shit. They didn't do that
Ain't
for
them
Crazy.
niggas related,
They didn't do
though?
it for Lazy.
Ain't
Huh?
they related? Ain't
I don't think so.
light skinned
I
niggas
don't
related?
think so. Nah,
don't think so.
nah, I don't think so.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. But
Salute the Lazy though.
if they were
A
business
lot of
over,
light-skinned energy on this verses, I'll tell you that, bro.
if they were business over family, I guess, because I'm not gonna let Busy stop me from being great. And like I say, so Busy came out and he apologized to Juicy, and Juicy accepted it because at the end of the day, there was nothing there. Like Busy admitted, I was just on my bullshit. I was trying to spice things up because I saw the locks in them, and it is what it is. But once
Did he
again,
really say that?
Nah, I think that's bullshit.
no, there's a
Bullshit.
there's a video that I posted in the group. He said he was just
I seen it,
bullshit.
but that's bullshit though. It was like a 2-hour video. This nigga in
Yeah,
a
it's
hotel
bullshit.
room. Like,
That's just him covering himself up of being stable.
oh
That's
yeah,
all. That's all.
So do we?
And I do know one thing though. One thing I wanted to say, even because I actually watched the whole thing. Me and wife, we sat up and watched this whole thing.
Flesh
Both
and
of-
Lazy are brothers. I think Dre said.
Are they?
Flesh and Lazy, but
Flesh
Flesh
is
is
nigga
the,
that was in jail, right?
Yeah, Flesh was in jail a lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
Flesh
yeah.
and Bone.
Man,
But he
I
was
still
there, though.
can't point them niggas out.
Oh yeah, I know all of them.
I know
Yeah.
all of
Flesh
them,
was the
yeah.
one with the didn't he have a snake skin jacket or something?
Who's the?
Bruh,
I
it's-
remember.
it's It's only 5 of them, fam. I'll let you
Who's
get
the-
that.
I miss my
Uncle Charles, y'all, dude.
The dark
That's
skin one?
that's
Wish,
crazy, right?
Let's wish.
Wish. I think it's Wish.
Wish. The heavy
Wish.
set one.
Shout out to Bones though. These niggas was unique as hell.
Crazy
though,
was the
man.
one is the one with the braids.
Yeah.
But wait, what are we talking about? We don't believe Busy. What don't we believe about the apology or his?
I don't believe that it was he did that
Because of the lock
premeditated.
shit, yo. I think a nigga told him suck his dick and he reacted like.
And he reacted. I don't
No.
think it was premeditated at all.
I'm talking about the you ugly motherfucker part. That
Oh
part.
well, listen, man. Like Switch said, it's
You
been
think he was talking
23
to Crunchy?
summers, bro.
Like, who you think? Who you
It's been
think he was
23
talking to?
summers, bro. Let them niggas get their shit
Nah.
off.
He said y'all ugly motherfuckers, and he even called out the chick.
He did
Gangsta
say
Boo.
something, but he didn't finish what he was saying before it
Ugly
started.
motherfuckers was enough. Like,
No, I'm talking
he
about
did.
after. I'm talking about after he said "Gangsta Boo." Like he was about to say something, but he didn't finish what he was saying because the fight started.
She
I
started
don't know what
going
he was
hard.
saying.
She went
But she
hard
started
on him, bitch.
saying, yeah, she started going hard on him. 'Cause
which
it might-
shows you that it wasn't
It might have been
scripted.
something. It might have been something she said or did.
You ugly
That we didn't see.
motherfuckers is not gonna mock me.
Oh nah, that he got to be honest and say that. Then if he's gonna wear it, then why not be honest and say, yo, I seen him over there tripping. He said 3-6 Mafia was not violating him. That's what he said. I take him for his word.
But that's why I said that had to be false. Like, so what? Why did he start it then? Like it was really premeditated. I don't believe that.
really
It
gonna
ain't
get
no
caught.
words.
It could have been like he said, like Flaw said. He
Planned
saw the locks and shit, and he seen how that spiciness.
What he say?
He could have fucked the
Bro,
money
I
up. though.
promise you.
That
I
is
promise
the
you. I
dumbest
promise
shit
you.
ever. Like,
That locks Dipset versus set the tone for a lot of niggas approach.
Yeah.
And we
I
seen
agree.
it with John. We seen it with John 50, not John 50. John Fat Joe.
Fat Joe, yeah, definitely with Fat Joe. Like he
Niggas
went
got
extra.
out. Niggas get out of pocket,
He
and
went
it's just
extra.
like, you know what I mean?
Okay,
Niggas
yeah.
don't have that.
But the
Okay.
thing is, just like we was talking about the Locks and Dipset, Fat Joe and Ja have known each other for decades, and have a relationship with each other.
But
so
y'all don't remember that part where we got chippy?
Yeah, I remember that part where he got chippy, but that's just because he violated them, not Ja. What did he say to Ja that was so disrespectful? That was
another part. Another part, because they was like he wasn't outside. Some shit. There was a standoff, and Ja and Fat Joe was like, "Yo."
Part.
Nah, there was a standoff, and Fat Joe was like, "Hey, yo, like don't make me do it." Like it seemed real. You get what I'm saying? It was just like, "Hey, okay." Something about Ja Rule wasn't outside. Something had happened. It had nothing to do with the women at first, but it was chippy. But I don't think Fat Joe would have took it there if he did versus Dipset. That's what I'm saying.
I believe that too.
Right.
It was a little extra.
Now, I know you're gonna laugh at this, but there is some truth to it. On the Drink Champs, go ahead and get y'all start laughing now. But on Drink Champs, Raekwon said him and Ghostface started the shit talking on Verzuz. But I hate you. But I'm thinking that it might be true because if you think about the Fab versus Kiss, there was no mudslinging, none.
What mudslinging did they do?
Well, they
act like brothers the whole fucking.
I know.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying that there was some Instagram videos talking about how killers do type of vibe. Nobody believed it.
Go on stage. On stage, they act like they were fucking roommates. What are you talking about, though?
Yeah, but I'm saying
so how did they start anything?
Just laugh. Just get your shit off. I know. Get your bars off. But I will say, we watch, and I said this before, we watch Jeezy versus Gucci. And the only thing Gucci really said was, look at my opponent. He didn't invite Jeezy to his Frank stand. He didn't do nothing crazy. He just said, look at my opponent.
Bro, he was barring him the whole. Bro, he started.
Yeah, he was killing him the whole night too. Bro. Yeah, he was active. Record. That energy was completely different.
That's going to be my top 3 forever, fam. No Verzuz is going to come knocked it out of the top 3. I leave it top 3 because there are some dope ones that have some energy. Like that Locks and Dipset shit was phenomenal, fam. Like that's always going to be. That's going to be number 1.
I still watch that Verzuz.
I got that number 1, but I still got the Jamaicans number 2 because the cops came.
But who's number 3 then? Got to be Jeezy and Gucci just for the energy.
Nah.
Okay. All right.
I don't think so.
You're running fire. Watch.
Nah, because I. I'm old, nigga. What the fuck?
His age, Eddie.
Wind and fire.
Like, that Shaka Khan. Know what I'm saying? That one had me. You know what I mean? I don't know the third. That's tough because it got to be final. I got to think about it. I like that. That Meth and Red was dope too. I like that Meth and Red, yo. They shared the same stage.
Where does Verzuz go from here? It's over.
No. We're going to talk about it because some special guests came out. Because we're not done with 3 6 Mafia and Bone. Let me get to it, right? So after the handshake piece, first off, the show went on without Bizzy Bone. But I'm glad he came out because he had some solo joints and they played the Biggie joint, which is what they needed. And so some special guests for 3 6 Mafia started rolling out the red carpet, fam. I mean, Lil Wayne came out. I didn't know who that was. I thought it was a chick at first. But it's like, Lil Wayne, ladies and gentlemen. I said, I
was like, if Katy Perry would have came out, that motherfucker shut the place down.
Hogan would have came out, bitch. I would have lost my whole shit.
I'm like, if Katy Perry would have came out of that Juicy J song, man.
Oh, my fault. So Little Flip comes out first, and then Bonethugs brings out Little John, which was crazy.
People too,
which was crazy because I seen people in the comments saying why Little John isn't on the South Side. I don't know
what
if
does that even mean.
Because Little John is from he's not representing Midwest.
He's on that song though.
Tracks with these niggas.
I'm about to say, so what?
I get it. I get it. I just
don't bring niggerish stuff to the pod. I don't care about it. That's dumb.
But they needed Lil Jon to come out, just like they needed Chamillionaire to come out. Shout out to Chamillionaire, nigga. He came.
Shout out to Terrence Howard actually going up there rapping. Nigga, and he's from Cleveland.
It was over
violating too.
Yeah. Terrence Howard.
I was done with.
He's from Cleveland, so he violating too.
Nah, I mean, it was over, but I mean, that was the nail in the coffin. It was a wrap. Niggas got Terrence Howard.
Terrence got the main to come out, man.
Terrence got
the main to come out, man.
It had
that was
come out.
Fire.
That shit was fire.
This nigga had cornrows.
And he had
It was
score rules, nigga. Man.
he was man. He wasn't Lucius Lyon up there, nigga. That was the man up there.
Somebody said they would have won if they would have brought Taraji out.
Right.
That would have been a rap. They won anyway though, but yeah, that
or,
would have been dope.
Or the white girl.
Yeah, so
if they would have brought the white girl out,
3-6 Mafia, Young Buck, 8 Ball of MJG.
Yo, Stay Fly, fam.
Oh my god, oh man, Project Pat.
That place actually started jumping when that Project came out, but that Stay Fly, when 8 Ball of MJG came out, yo, that was fire, yo. That was dope. Yo.
But I
had a nice little moment that time. That was fire.
I feel like they all had to do that because how trash this versus would have been without the rest of them stars. They had to bring these niggas out, bro. No, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing. Not trying to be funny. I'm being for real, bro. The star power for 3-6 Mafia and Bonethugs is not the star power of all the other verses that we have seen. So they had to bring these niggas out, bro. To me.
Well, I guess you got to use your resources because I mean this Triller acquisition brings in more of the bag, and you know there's more money to be spread around. Because I know dudes ain't just coming out for the shits and giggles, but just like what Jarrell likes talking about, like a 5-pack, even a 1-pack, you're never going to see Young Buck again.
It's not like 8 Ball MJG gonna be up there, bro.
Like, 8 Ball MJG not coming, and that's like when we saw the legends, like Young Buck short. That's why Jarrell went crazy. Like, bro, we might not see Young Buck.
Yeah,
we're not going to see Buck again.
I mean, Buckshot on versus
Buckshot.
You get
like when they
Big Daddy Kane came out. I'm never going to see
smooth.
Buckshot in a versus, yo. So that was a moment for me, yo. That
You're not going to see Inspector Deck again. Like, yeah, you're right.
That's a fact. That's a fact, though.
Just wanted to put that out there.
Just like honestly, just like when
he had to slide that in.
I had to. I had to.
Just like we was talking about the Ja and Fat Joe, it was a moment when Lil Mo and Vita came out. We're never gonna see them again.
You're never gonna see that.
It's over.
Unless they're gonna be, unless you're gonna actually see them on tour or something.
Now, my gripe with this verses though, just to piggyback off what Ant said in the beginning, UGK MJG, Dre,
love that.
I would not be there for that. Me personally, I
would be there for that. But UGK,
I'm not
UGK wiping the floor with them though. If it's gonna be that, I want UGK to go up against like the Ghetto Boys or something. Not 8 Ball MJG. 8 Ball MJG don't got 20 to go up against.
I want UGK to go against
not Bun B and Pimp C over there.
I want that to go
above their pay grade for me.
Now to piggyback off what Ant was talking about in the beginning about how this was a trash versus, I went to 3-6 Mafia, but boy was this one of the worst produced wise versus.
I didn't like the worst production wise. Period.
Production wise,
what was the tape for?
I hated the tape, and I was like, so they're gonna come on stage, and why is it roped off with police tape to already divide them like that? That was corny. That made no sense to me.
I
think they probably already knew
that Bizzy didn't take his meds or something. Like,
man,
so what was the police tape going to do? What was the tape going to do?
I don't know.
What was the tape going to do? Like, it was like, yeah. The fucking water bottle beat that tape the first soon as it went. Yo, they couldn't even stop the water bottle. What is going to do to a human?
So it was the worst angle. Now I heard that Triller had a better camera view. I don't know, but I didn't go to Triller because I wasn't paying $2.99 for the fight app.
Yeah, it's two camera. But when I said it last week, now niggas laughed at me when I said it. Now niggas don't pay that $2.99.
I did it. I got the $2.99.
See,
I paid
it.
So I'm watching it on Instagram, so I got the view that I got. I didn't. So basically, there's too many people. Like groups is going to be tough unless you're Dipset and the Locks, where you share a stage, you go back, and while we come up front, you go back, and then we come up front. That's what the Locks and Dipset did when it was the Locks' turn. The Dipset moved back, but on the 3-6 Mafia versus Bone Thug, they all stood on their side, which means we needed a wide lens, which you couldn't really get a feel of.
Right, the venue was different.
Right,
it was like it should have been a round stage, like the Locks.
We got close-ups of the Locks and Dipset, but we was looking at 3-6 and Bone Thugs from a distance, and the audio, which was the worst audio that I've heard, I didn't know if these dudes was lip singing or rapping. I couldn't tell.
Yep, the audio was.
Oh, they had their lyrics playing in the back. Yeah, they definitely were playing in the back.
Their lyrics was playing, but you couldn't even hear them. You still supposed to hear the artists. I couldn't even hear them. Like when Shorty came out, "It's the Douglas Ruggers Bone." Was she even singing it?
Yeah, we couldn't hear her. But to be honest, though, they were all rapping though.
I believe I just couldn't
All
hear him.
Bone Thug, like you can, even though you could tell they was rapping over a track, they was really rapping though.
I know Bizzy was. Yeah, Bizzy got
Yeah,
busy.
they were all like
yeah.
Lazy was getting it. Lazy was getting it in on that microphone.
I feel like they
he
all
was
in
talking
shape,
and he
though.
was really rapping.
I
Like you
feel
could
like
tell they was all in shape, except for Wish. Wish was a little shaky up there.
Well,
Ain't gonna lie. Wish was a little shaky. If we gonna keep it real, but they do seem like they was in shape.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy
So this was
sound like the same. Like he didn't sound any different. He didn't talk at all, but except for in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be hiccups in everything that we do, and hopefully, when you got so many people on stage, they can somehow do a better job at producing these shows. Because, like I say, we're used to 101s or 212s, or when it's time for the other artists to perform, you go to the back of the stage and let the other guy or woman have the entire stage. We just didn't get that, so it was the worst visually. Like I want to go back and watch it, but I don't want to because of the visual and the audio. But as far as what
cop
three,
tape
but I know
separation
three,
was uncalled for.
huh?
I said that separation of the police tape definitely was uncalled for.
Right.
Yeah,
I didn't like
That
that.
shit
It
was
was
just fucking
stupid.
weird.
Yeah.
The thing is, I know 3-6 Mafia's catalog, so even though I wasn't feeling the performance, not their fault, but the audio wise, I still knew what I was listening to. I knew what it was. So
Shout out for Juicy
Yeah,
J
man.
bringing this stripper out.
Juicy J's,
and bringing the bag out and throwing them ones up in the air too. People in the front row were happy.
Yeah.
Juicy J put his name in the Raptors and Verzuz. Kiss might be the king, but Juicy J knocking. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's real shit.
he
I was
inviting
telling
dudes
this
to
too.
Frank stand swinging and winning Verzuz.
I was telling people this on just having conversation about it. Like people don't realize how big Juicy is, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's by far the richest person in that building. Probably the whole building, depending on who was in backstage or whatever that we didn't know. But he probably worth more than everybody that was on that stage put together.
But I wouldn't.
Like he has hits like hits that we don't like, but that Katy Perry shit like got him like he was crazy hot at one point.
I will say that DJ Paul is a close second because they both producers and they both own a lot of these stuff. We talked about this. The South,
but it's just the stuff that Juicy J did without him surpassing him. That's the only reason because he got hits without him.
It's like the South got it mastered when it comes down to how to handle their business, man. It's like people in the South make so much money, man. Cash Money, New Orleans, Cash Money, No Limit, 3-6 Mafia. Like a lot of them dudes in the South, they know how to structure record deals. And we talking about jerking you records, but it's like it's only in New York and LA. You know what I'm saying? Like the South, they just seem to get all the good deals. They're just smart. Like we said, Lil Wayne came out, and before Lil Wayne came out, a little birdie told me that the next verses, which is what Ant wanted to talk about, is where we go from here, could allegedly be T.I. versus Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Now we saw Lil Wayne.
Told you
I seen that too though. I seen the birdie say that, man.
Yeah, it's out there.
So since Wayne hit a versus stage for the first time, you thought that was basically a rollout.
But this was before that though. But this is before we seen Lil Wayne come out though. He said that earlier in the daytime. I looked at it.
Roll out.
Then Wayne came out.
Yeah, but I think like it kind of proves it though. Like Lil Wayne probably wouldn't have been on the stage if he wasn't coming to Versus soon. That's what I'm thinking.
Because you gotta link that paperwork. You want to talk. You want to meet powers that be and sign that paperwork. To me, that's what I looked at it.
This would be a huge plus for Tip. Even though he's gonna lose. Though he's gonna lose,
this is a great look for Tip. This is a great look for Tip.
Just for going up, being able to go up against, like that's who they chose to go against Lil Wayne is a huge plus. Whether you win or lose, even though
I agree.
It doesn't matter. Like Tip going against him, period, is crazy.
Yeah, it's a good look
almost
for
like
them.
an honor.
Because piggybacking off what Swiss was saying about how some artists, we still haven't figured it out, are charging you 5 times the bag. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what T.I. and Lil Wayne got going on, but this could be the perfect time for them. I don't know if albums are dropping, but if you can get paid 5 times the amount to do this for like 2 hours and just perform 20 of your hits, like I don't understand why they wouldn't do it.
Well, who fault is that?
We got to think about it this way, though.
5 times though. You can say no, Swiss.
What? And plus, you got to think about it though. Wayne and Tip will be the biggest artists they've gotten so far, right?
Rappers probably, yeah.
Yeah, and like I'm not counting Teddy Riley and Babyface, but
rappers,
Lil Wayne and Tip are the most famous rappers that they've got to date. If that happens, so
I would
of
say
course
Wayne,
the bag is going to be different.
I would say Wayne would. Huh?
Say that again?
I said I want to know who bit Swiss.
I think, honestly though, Jay, what I was thinking about when Swiss was going through the emotions, I was thinking like this could be a reason why you sell it off. Because if, let's say Swiss and Timbo still owned 100% of this, would you really want to deal with Bone Thugs and Harmony 3-6 Mafia, then Cameron, then whoever else? You get what I'm saying? Like that might not be what you want to do. Like even though we created this platform to celebrate our success, now the business comes into play, and now we not friends right now. We this is business. You always separate business from your friends, right? So I'm thinking this is this something Swiss wants to do, and and it's showing me that this is not what he wants to do. He's showing me I want no parts of negotiation.
So if that's the case, in good faith, I would hope that he would sell his part to Tim and not to somebody else.
Or you just hire a motherfucker to do the negotiations, bro. You don't have to sell nothing. You hire a motherfucker to handle that shit.
They are handling it, but Swiss, they are handling it, but Swiss hears about it and still catches a fit. We don't even know if Swiss was even doing it. Well, they say Swiss does still makes the call. They say him in, Swiss calls him or Timbo. So they're still active in that point. I don't know.
Hire somebody else to do that. Like Ant said. Like it kind of makes common sense, right?
Hire somebody else to do that shit.
Like if I'm a boss, I hire people to do that. You don't need a call from me, nigga. I'm Swiss Beats.
But listen, when this shit baby though, you know what I'm saying? And it's Triller, and they got their vision of what they want Triller to be. You might still be hands on, especially when you got white people in it now. You know what I'm saying? They might try to change the narrative of what Verzuz is.
But for the most part, aren't you really calling their managers or representation anyway? It's not like he called Lil Wayne.
But let's
pretty sure he got in contact with Lil Wayne through his people.
PR people, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know because the conversation that they've been having
is stuff. For business stuff, I'm talking about. Like they're not going to talk about to the artist. They're going to talk to the business manager.
Nah, I think Swiss and Lil Wayne got a relationship where they spoke. And
but you still can't talk to
managers.
Yeah, but you
still can't talk to Wayne about business.
You got to pass the phone off.
He don't know shit about him.
Yeah, because Wayne don't know nothing about that.
He has a manager for that.
He just wants to rap and perform.
I understand that, but you can't. You can't.
Hey Jay,
you can't say you can't talk to like.
We're not saying that.
Lil Wayne about that.
Oh no. All this nigga.
That's what Lil Wayne gonna say. That's pretty much. That's what
Lil Wayne gonna say. Oh, you want me to do
talk to my blue?
Talk to Karen. She got it.
Hey Jay.
Yeah.
I just had a similar situation like that, right? Where I'm on a phone with somebody I'm doing business with, and instead of me sending it directly to his phone or whatever, he said send it to my email because that's how we keep track of things.
Right.
I could have just gave him the information. No, but it's business. Like send it to my email. Send it.
Right.
So
I'm saying send it to my manager. Not send it to my email.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, but somebody else is managing his. Somebody else is managing his emails, though. He's not like send it there because it helps me keep track of what's going on. That's what he said.
That's why on everybody's bio it said like it'll say for business contact it goes to a certain place. Like don't hit me in my fucking DM, nigga. I'm not going to answer anything.
Right.
Business
wise, you guys. You guys really think Swiss and Lil Wayne are on DM terms? Them niggas got each other's numbers.
Nah,
that's like that's like you booking me for your wedding. Me telling you, nah, go through my company. Nah,
you ain't that big.
This
bro.
conversation,
you ain't that big.
No.
I'm not trying to play you.
It's not.
I'm not trying to play you.
It's not that I'm not that big, but I am that big. You get what I'm saying?
Ooh.
I am that big. I don't handle my own wedding bookings when people hit me for weddings. I send it through the company email unless I know you.
So okay. Depending on what you really talking about, then what are you really saying then?
The relationship between Swiss and Lil Wayne is bigger than contact my manager. It's not like Swiss is contacting somebody he has zero. These niggas got songs together. These niggas grew up in the industry together.
This is what we said.
He still got to hit the manager
Lil Wayne
afterwards, though.
Don't really fuck with his business, though. He got somebody for that.
Right. He's
gonna tell him to talk to him for the details, bro. He's not gonna get every single detail of what Verzuz is, how much I'm getting paid. He's gonna have him talk to his people for that. Yeah, I'll do Verzuz Twist. Call Karen, get her the details.
I don't believe he did.
And yes,
that's just
they do have each other's
do that, bro.
And Jay, even if you did do my wedding, I would ask you first, yes, because we have a relationship. I still got to send the email to your people, though.
To me,
why?
He's not going to my people's. Because I'm dealing with you. It's me and you. Because
people that big don't do that shit,
I'm not
though.
going to.
That's what I'm saying.
They do.
Seems like they wouldn't be able to, yo. Like if Wayne got the only reason he could step on that stage if you give him this, and this. I'm not talking to Wayne about that. Like, I gotta talk to his people.
But
Fuck
then
around and
also,
get sued or something. Nah.
then that's also one of those type of things. Or is it for the love? It's not saying that it is. I'm just saying. We
At
don't
first it
know.
was.
We don't know what.
I get that part. Yeah.
Versus is
we
different.
don't know what it is, but it is. But we don't know if Wayne literally was just like, nah, Swiss, I got you. Whatever. Do this with that. Do this with that. Yeah, business is business. But like even they said it. Cameron stepped in and did the business.
But that's Cam,
Yeah.
bro. That's Cam.
Cam
You can't
always-
say that.
Would you expect him
can't
not to
say
do that, bro?
that.
Just think of Cameron. Would you expect him
Cam
not
always
to
did
step
his
up?
business.
He always did his own business, bro.
But why can't Lil Wayne do it? Like what
Because
what
that's
do we
not what we
about
know him
Cam?
to do. I'm not saying he can't do it, but we don't
What
Yeah.
do we know Lil Wayne to do?
rap.
Rap.
His own
perform.
yeah, rap,
Right,
and that's
but-
it.
but- We know Cameron to rap. So
No,
we know,
No.
No.
That's a
No.
fact.
No,
We know him to
Cameron
rap, but
also
we
to be the
know him
vice
to take-
president of Rockefeller for a reason. They didn't pick Jimmy. Like they picked Cam for a reason to be vice president.
I don't know. I don't think. I don't think. But nah, I mean,
Jay,
I could be wrong.
I understand and I agree with what you're saying though, bro. But I also agree,
I do,
like when it
too.
comes to certain artists in business, though, like especially when a bag is involved, bro, you got to go through the certain channels. You know what I'm saying? Like now, Verzuz got a bag involved. So Lil Wayne, he can sign off all he wants to, but guess what? They still gonna have to talk to his people. Somebody gonna have to talk to his
Like,
people about the bag.
I got a perfect
I'll
example.
be honest. Okay.
Khaled, Nas, and Jay-Z.
Mhm.
He has a relationship with both of them. He ain't talked to them to be on that song at first. No way. No way.
I disagree.
No way.
You think he called Hove like, yo, Hove?
Yeah,
I
Let me get on this song with Nas.
I disagree. I
don't think so.
wholeheartedly
Niggas
disagree,
couldn't
bro.
get in contact with Jay-Z if they had a tracking device on this nigga. How are you just gonna call him and be like, get on the song? Like,
Hey, another good example. I don't know if y'all can compare these two, but French Montana was just on Drink Champs, and Nori brought up the fact that French Montana has a song with Nas and Kanye West, and he did a video. He said, "Yeah, Nas pulled him to the side and said, you know, you just did the impossible, right?" Which
Right.
meaning is you can't just get these two together and create a song and a video just because you ask. Like, yo, Nas told French, you just did the impossible. Ye and Nas, even though they cool, did an album together. How many pictures together do you see them in?
Right.
Not
right.
none of any. So just getting people
Jay-Z and
together
Nas
is
on the same song. I don't know how many people he had to contact in order for that shit to happen, man.
We don't even
Like,
know
they
how
don't
many
do
years in
songs
the making
together
this
like
was,
that.
bro. You know how many albums he got, bro? This probably was like 4 albums ago that he wanted this done and couldn't
Right.
get it done.
Mad people want Jay and Nas to get on the song.
because that's the crazy part. The story he did tell was they was at a dinner one time, but he ain't just stopped the business talk to talk about music because we ain't here for that. He just had the idea at that time, and that was 4 years ago. I think he said, like a long time ago. They was at a business dinner.
And it took that long, so I highly doubt it. He'd be like, "Hey, yo, Jay, remember what we talked about 4 years ago?
You
Let's
send
do
that
it
through,
right
bro.
now."
I'm about to see you this
then,
track, bro.
And then Jay-Z gave him like a virtual high five. Let's do it, bro. Nas is down. I'm cool.
But
I
but
think
look, right?
some type of business had to be done with other people.
But look, right? I don't think Wayne should be doing Swiss any favors because at the end of the day, Swiss threw it out there 5 times the bag. If you're going to give 3-6 Mafia or Bonethugs and Harmony 5 times their worth, I can't be Lil Wayne doing favors, especially when it's
Right.
not coming
Right.
out of your pocket, Swiss. I'm not
Right.
robbing you. You signed
Right.
on to a bigger venture. Now the money is there. We want it. So yes,
Bonethugs getting
We're gonna
5
have to
times
talk.
they shit is crazy to me right now, bitch. That's nuts. No, I'm not
and
trying
they
to.
lost.
I'm just
And they
saying,
lost.
them getting 5 times the bag is crazy right now.
Yo, you
That's
hating,
nuts.
fam. That's hating.
I'm not hating,
Hey, yo,
bro. I'm
you
just saying,
hating,
bro.
fam.
That's crazy,
That's
bro.
hating, fam.
That's
hating.
crazy.
And even-
That's nuts.
And even though Bizzy Bone said he wasn't talking about them, he's lying because they're the ones
He's
that
lying.
came out first. They
Right.
came out first, and when Swiss saw them, he said these niggas is drunk. Like they not coming out because they was the only ones on stage. Because remember,
Word.
Fat Joe said maybe I got to do it again.
Maybe I got to do it again. Yeah,
Maybe
we're
I
just like,
gotta do it
again.
I just gave you guys an immaculate
Hey,
introduction.
No, I forgot. They didn't start talking over 3-6 shit. They started a song. They started doing a song, remember?
Yeah, they did.
As soon as they came out, they started a song and everybody was like, "What the fuck is going on?" 3-6 wasn't even on stage yet.
niggas wasn't even there yet, bro.
They started that fake harmonization. What you call that shit? A harmony tree or whatever. What
Bro, I was so upset.
They was
bitch.
drunk, man.
I didn't get my harmony, man. I'm mad.
It was a little bit there.
bro. It was just niggas singing, bro.
So y'all hype for T.I. and Wayne? Y'all hype for that, right? T.I. and Wayne?
Until I see it on paper, yes, I'll be very hyped.
Right.
I would hope as a hip hop fan, everybody will be checking for those two artists, yo. That's
let's not
undeniable shit.
Because he can get in the ring with Wayne. I'm not gonna say he gonna win. He can get in the ring with him though.
Yeah, he
can go a couple rounds with him, bro. Like he could.
Sure.
Yes, he can.
He can.
Tip can go a couple rounds.
Anybody can get in the ring with everybody.
Nah, yo, Run.
That don't mean he go get his fucking ass whooped though,
bro. So hold on, time out.
He sure can. Yeah.
Time out. Who outside of Tip? Who else is worthy of getting in the ring with Wayne that hasn't gone yet?
Drake.
Eminem.
That's who should do it.
Jay-Z,
these niggas did a Drake versus Wayne tour.
Nas.
Remember? A couple summers ago. They did a Drake versus Wayne tour, bro. They should absolutely
that
do it, bro.
definitely would be dope.
It makes no sense for Drake to do a versus.
But Drake will probably bankrupt
number one artist in the fucking
culture,
world.
Bro. The culture. Give it
right,
back.
so
Don't give a fuck about the culture. He from Canada.
I don't
give it back.
I don't think Drake don't care about the culture. But that's what I'm saying.
No, he don't care about the culture, dude.
But that's what I'm saying, though,
he
right?
Don't need the bag.
It don't. Who? Drake?
He don't need the bag.
Drake don't need the bag. He don't need the culture. He don't need nothing right now.
What I'm trying to say, I don't think they have a bag for Drake to do it. Like,
he will bankrupt.
He's the number one artist on the planet.
He'll use their bag and run out the stadium to go on a date or some shit.
Right. But I'm saying this though.
Wow.
They don't have a bag created right now. But I don't know what T.I. and Lil Wayne got going on. Right. Like Drake just had the number one album out with 10 number one singles. He's not doing verses. Wayne does not. T.I. does not. Perfect scenario to get 5 times your bag, if not 6, because I'm charging more. You're not gonna pay me what you paid 3-6 or
Lil Wayne. And it's Lil Wayne too. Like,
you know what's crazy though? The crazy part is just because of what Ant said they went on tour together, right?
Yeah.
They could do it again and sell out everything. They do not need verses.
They don't.
They could do it right now.
This is the rollout to that. But this is the rollout to that though. You know what I'm saying?
Do verses first, but they don't need to do that. They don't need a rollout.
Do it. They don't need it. But one hand
want
watch
them to
the
do
other.
it.
Come on, scratch our back, bro. Come on, we need y'all
for the culture.
Versus needs them because Drake, guess what? We're gonna have a Cool in the Gang versus the Commodores battle next, nigga. I'm not here for that because them niggas is old.
Drake went on a first date at Dodger Stadium, my nigga. He's not going on versus.
Dirty Mackin.
So
he's not going on versus, fam. I'm just saying, like,
go from here outside of this Wayne shit. Where we go from here, bro? 5 packs.
LL is going to do one. LL is going to do one.
Will Smith.
No. I'm just saying LL really wants to do one, and I think his catalog deserves one, and I think he's real passionate about doing it.
LL Will Smith, man, I'll be so fucking.
He gonna be pissed, nigga.
I'm gonna be so upset. Yo, we got to pod that night.
That's not happening.
I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna have bars for that.
That's not happening. But LL is going to do one. No,
I don't want that either, but I'll see that
they
before.
Beggars
they
can't
might
be
make
choosers,
it,
bro.
Beggars
they might make it happen because there's nobody for Buster. Like Buster and LL wants to do it, so
you got
nobody has enough confidence to go against Buster other than LL because he can.
That'll be too much praising.
Huh?
I like the 3-6 Bone Thug energy.
I do too, though, Jay. I mean, that's what we
just like
Wayne,
just like Wayne and Drake. Just like Wayne and Drake, it'll be too much praising.
No, because even at the concert, bro, even you got to YouTube the concert, bro.
I do, but Drake still did the praising.
He
man,
still
I owe this man. I owe this man my life.
Yeah,
I owe this man my life.
He gonna be at my next bar mitzvah and all that. Yeah,
right, yeah.
Like it'll be like that with Jay and Kanye too.
I don't know. Kanye weird.
I don't want to see Jay.
He weird, but once he start,
Uncle Ye weird.
Once he start sharing the same stage with that man, though, he will convert into a little brother again. It's just natural.
I don't want to.
I see that. I see that.
It's just natural. Like it's just natural.
Ain't doing no verses.
I don't want to see it, bro.
No, it's not doing.
I don't even want to see it. First of all, outside of LL, I don't want to see it.
He's not.
Speaking of the stage, we had a dope show. Actually, the Sunday that we was done pod in the Soul Train Awards, man.
Right.
We watched that as a collective, I believe.
Mm-hmm. So long ago, I forgot a lot of things.
These niggas said they wasn't even watching it. That's how we ended the show, Jay. Oh man, I ain't watching that shit. Yep. And these niggas watched it, bro.
We watched it.
I told these niggas without watching, they watched it.
I forgot. And plus, remember we forgot it was
watch
on. We forgot it was coming on. To be honest, and we potted that day and forgot. Still.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's what drew me in. Right, I turned it on. Jarrell reminded me. And Gina and Pam was hosting, and I thought that it was dope. The Barz came out. He had Barz for the Barge. He came out, did his thing. What it was.
Yo, the Barz came out looking like an old Thundercat, my nigga.
Yo,
speaking of that,
he looked like a meerkat. Like he looked just weird, man. He looked mad weird, man.
Speaking of that, because I don't want to forget this, we haven't touched on the Secret Garden remake in a while, and I want to just spin back to it again.
Come on, bro.
Why?
I hate you. Every you do this every week, man. Every fucking week.
Why?
He does the same shit.
No,
He does
why?
the same thing every week.
Why, Flo?
Every week.
Flo, why?
Listen,
Why?
Sick of it.
it came on again, and I said, "How this shit not bad."
What the fuck was
Now
you
it
watching
ain't
or
bad.
listening
Now
to?
it ain't
Fam, that shit is terrible, man.
That shit is
Stop.
terrible.
That's what I
Okay,
want to
okay,
know.
all right,
What were
all
you
right,
watching?
Horrible.
No. Keep
I'm
going.
mad
You
he
brought
brought
it
that
up.
shit
What
back
were
up.
you watching? What were
The
you
fact
watching?
that he said he don't get high, I don't be believing you, man. When you be
Word.
saying shit like that, yo.
Which
You
was listening
high
to
when you said
105.
this shit was
Which
good.
was listening to 105.3 on one of those.
No.
Yeah, like,
what the
and
fuck?
plus, where'd you
Listen.
see it again?
I'm listen.
Randomly.
I'm connecting.
That's bullshit.
I'm,
The Barz sparked it. Word is
I'm
like,
connecting the stories.
You
fellas. I'm
went
connecting the
back
stories.
and listened to it again
Go ahead.
because
Connect
no
the
way you
fucking
just
dots.
randomly popped up again.
No,
way.
I didn't personally go back and listen to it, but there's, the Spotify's and the Apple Music, they got the playlist going on. So I got into my R&B bag, right?
Delete that playlist.
If that's on it, yeah, I'll make you one, bro. I'll make you one. Don't do that.
I'm just saying this.
Don't do that. We ain't out here
I'm
doing
still-
that. Doing the Spotify
Saying
playlist.
this, I'm still not a fan of the Cisco bars, but the first three dudes that went, Cisco was terrible. I don't like it, bro. Not Barry White, fan. You can't get that part, fam.
word.
And he was pop locking in the video. We don't do that. Secret Garden, man. Just gotta
What
smooth.
you expect?
The fact that you praising the other three niggas in that song, I'm not having you. I'm not
All
doing
right.
this.
Yo,
Okay.
For the
What
record,
did you
for the
expect?
record,
Terrible,
who else
fam.
was, hold on, for the record, who else was on that? It was
He
Cisco,
don't know.
Sean Stockman.
Sean
Nigga,
Stockman.
I guarantee you can't remember his name.
I don't know the other two.
I know you
And
don't.
the nigga was Sean Stock. Oh, that's the dude from Boys the Men.
Boys
the
to
Men.
Men.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Right. Raheem Devon.
Yeah, Raheem Devon. Yeah.
And who's the
and
last?
that's it.
Who's the other dude? Quick. None of us know.
Next.
And just
No.
pissed me off. That's
RL.
Dude from
what
next.
I'm saying. Man, no,
RL being on this.
Genuine nigga who, bitch? I
No,
don't know.
it's some nigga that we never heard of, fam. I'm telling you, and I'm an R&B dude. I was like, who was that? It was like Horace Brown and some shit.
Fam, it was two things you expected from fucking Cisco: the leather jacket and the spin.
Did anybody look up the last dude's name?
I try my best.
It's been 2 minutes.
Omar Wilson. This nigga
Who?
name is Omar Wilson.
Is that Charlie's nephew, my nigga? Who is that?
This nigga name is Omar Wilson.
Who is that?
You gotta
Who's
have
that,
some hits
He
under
was
your
nice.
belt before you make
He was
Secret
nice.
Garden. I don't personally
That's
know,
what I'm
but you just
saying,
gotta
bro.
be
Like,
somebody
this
before you in that
That shit was
remix.
trash.
Fact, the Secret
Come on,
Garden,
man.
you gotta be
When
somebody.
that shit came out,
First of all, let's just keep it 100. Even the
Charlie
other three
Wilson's
on
son
that
leading
song is
off the
crazy to me.
Secret Garden.
Like,
that shit only get views for me when I show and talk to people about it. I showed that shit to my mom. My mom was looking like, "What the fuck?"
Hey, listen, I'm trying to connect it all. Follow me. Hopefully, I get there. Because something
Okay,
else.
I'm
was,
sorry. We
triggered,
we
The
did kind
whole
of jump
story.
in. My bad, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's a whole story. So I was I loved it. I was hyped at the women who was doing their thing. Ari, what's her name? I'm just now
Lennox?
jumping and I'm
Ari
late.
Lennox.
Yeah, Ari Lennox.
Nice.
I'm just now jumping on the bandwagon.
Nice. Nice. Ari
And I'm
Lennox,
just
man.
loving the
Stole the
fact
show.
how women are oh yeah. I'm loving the
Flo,
fact
you in a
how women are
relationship?
Say what?
nah.
You in a relationship, Flo? You don't
Nah,
got
why
you one
you
of them,
ask that?
you got one of them sage shorties?
If I did, I wouldn't be able to say Ari was the shit.
Yes, you could if you was in a
Only a
if
single-
your
nah,
relationship
man.
was staying firm, nigga.
You got one of
If
them
I
chicks
just
that's
got
aligning
one-
your chakras.
Nah, no.
Oh, you knew in a relationship. Yeah, you right. You got to have some type of buffer. You got to be at least 6 months in before you
Hey,
say other chicks look
gotta
good.
be-
You right.
you can't be in a new relationship talking about Ari Lennox.
Ari Lennox
and-
was bad. You
yeah.
right. You right.
Yeah, it's rules to it.
hold on.
It's rules.
Nigga
It's
Flaw
rules.
wifed up now? Hold on, I missed that.
No,
Yeah,
I
bitch,
didn't say that. No.
Bitch, it ain't no
Jay
rules,
just making
nigga.
shit up.
They hit you with that sage and start aligning your chakras.
Why Flaw really don't want that to happen though? He was like, "Don't put
You
that.
already know.
Don't put that evil on me." Too. He's like, "No, he's lying.
Put that
He's
evil
lying.
on
That
me.
is not true."
His statements are fallacious.
So what was I at? Oh yeah, so I enjoyed the Soul Train Music Awards.
It was really dope.
Who was the big winner?
I like the fact I'm an R&B dude, so I watch the awards all the time. So I remember when Lucky Day was on the like new artist spotlight, like in the right before commercial, like a new artist would be singing for a minute and they fade off. Like he was doing that like 3 years ago. Now he on the main stage doing a whole song. That was dope to me. Like you gotta think about stuff like that. I like that.
Day, man. That's my
Shout out to Lucky Day. He killed it.
So Young Blue won Best New Artist.
Right.
The Certified Soul Award went to Charlie Wilson. The Best R&B Soul Female Artist went to Jasmine Sullivan. The Best R&B Male Artist went to Giveon. Best Gospel Award went to Kirk Franklin. Song of the Year, Leave the Door Open. Album of the Year, Jasmine Sullivan. The Ashford and Simpson Songwriter Award, Leave the Door Open. Best Dance Performance, Normani.
I forgot I got bars for them niggas. Thank
Wild
you.
Side. Best Collaboration, Wizkid versus Tim, featuring Tim's Essence. Video of the Year, Leave the Door Open. So Leave the Door Open was the big winner with like 4 or 5 wins.
Right. So let's talk about them.
I told y'all SilkSonic is gonna sweep because they've been milking this album for the last year.
I'm telling you something that's really, really corny though. They got to stop mailing in performances. I don't like it. And
first of all, nigga, it is a whole pandemic. It is a pandemic.
What?
It is a pandemic still. It's a whole new variant out,
what?
nigga. It is a whole
we
new
moving the
variant out.
goalposts for niggas now. We moving the goalposts for niggas now?
It's a
pandemic.
Out. Yeah.
Fam, this is like the 4th time they did it.
Jarrell, how many times you been out anywhere this year?
Nah, it ain't no pandemic, bro.
Man.
How many times you been out this year? No, bro, answer the question. How many times you been out this year? You can on one hand, right?
Like to a restaurant or something?
Period.
Like people?
Period. But
no, don't
my
say
wedding,
people. I go
besides
out.
my wedding, bro, because that counts. How many
that
times
definitely
you been
counts.
Out?
I would say 4.
All right,
really,
though, bro,
like events type things.
These are stars, bro, that probably got something to protect. So
they outside, bro.
They outside.
I mean,
why they mail they shit in then? Why they mail it in then?
This shit corny. I don't know why, but it's corny. They gotta stop that.
Unless they tell us that they do have a condition that needs to be treated.
Gotta stop.
Why?
Because all these other people are coming in live and
we don't got nothing to do with
for
them.
you to,
we
but for you to, but because I could see if it was like one time when they first started, they actually did it. But to open and close the show, my like that shit
bro,
is nuts. Yo, it bothers the fuck out of me. I'm not gonna lie.
See, the only reason why I see that they might be doing the melon shows is because of the show, like the actual plot or the theme of the video. You get what I'm saying? Like they don't have just like live performance type videos.
Wait, say it again. Oh, so they can't perform live? You saying basically?
No. They can perform live, but I don't think the production of their live performance would be able to be accommodated because of what they would want to do.
This is fucking Bruno
they can't
Mars,
do what they
bro.
do.
Bruno
Mars,
the last, but wasn't the last performance that they did, the last show, what that was there, wasn't it? For
they performed at the Grammys live.
Yeah, that.
Now the Grammys was still a virtual thing. Like
it was a virtual thing. They did not perform there.
I wasn't there.
They went to
they just recorded at a
They
club
went there, right? Because I remember them on the red carpet and stuff. They went, but their performance was mailed in. They did not perform live there.
Gotcha.
They performed at some cafe across the street. It was bullshit. It was a lie.
BET Awards was the same way. They did the same thing on the BET Awards. They performed in a whole nother venue. But the venue had people there though, bro. It wasn't like
that's
it
the
was.
problem. Why aren't they at the show?
Coronavirus. It's getting real.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why aren't they there?
It's
And
getting
they
real.
opened and closed it.
They might know something we don't know, bro. I know Omnicore.
I'll be honest.
I thought it was a Bitcoin.
I'll be honest.
But
I think the first artist I seen do this was Beyonce, and I wasn't a fan of it because they didn't tell you she wasn't there. They was just like, next up, Beyonce's going to close out.
Gone. Her
They
and
didn't say she was in fucking
her and
New
Jay-Z.
Zealand.
And they
Yo,
screen on. So that's why I don't like it, because they'll say next up, SilkSonic's going to close the house. Now we knew because they opened it that they weren't there, but imagine if that was their first performance. SilkSonic is up next, and they just turn the screen on. It's like, this is not what I want.
I'm not going to lie, even though it shouldn't be this way, technically. But if I'm an award show, if I'm giving you an award, you got to be there, or I'm not giving it to you. I'm sorry. I don't care who it is. Like, unless it's some type of real scheduling conflict that you're on some type of tour or whatever.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Yeah.
But if I'm gonna give you 3 or 4 awards and you're gonna mail in your performances, I'm not doing that. The production wise of it is stupid.
That was cool
that doesn't
before
make any sense.
coronavirus, bro. Like,
they might as well not do none of this stuff, man.
So they might as well what they give the producers the shit for. They shouldn't.
That was
like,
cool
I don't like
before
it.
coronavirus, nigga. Like, it's a
Shout
whole
out to,
variant out now.
Oh no! But remember, SilkSonic did this. I can't remember what's the award. Little Kim was there. And they gave Queen Latifah the Career Achievement Award. Remember SilkSonic? Maybe it was, but remember SilkSonic was there to receive the award, but the performance.
But their performances weren't live. That's what I'm saying. They was there.
Won their award, and they was there.
I don't understand that because, number one, Bruno Mars is a dope ass performer, yo. He can perform live. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so can Andy.
I've never seen Anderson .Paak perform live. I'm not saying he can't, but I know Bruno can deliver. So it's strange to me why they don't want to. If you saying they can both perform, why they don't want to deliver? Coronavirus.
I seen Andy perform in Philly, and he was outstanding. He was dope, playing the drums and singing at the same time and everything.
And that's the crazy part, was because, like I said, they're there to receive the award, which means you're sitting in the crowd. You get up, you grab the award that's
Did they have them little 70s outfits on when they received their award?
Absolutely.
So here's my thing: like, if you're gonna have a funk album, just like I told you before with the music and the instrumentation and stuff, they're both two leaders of bands. Mm-hmm. The whole point of them is live performance. Both of their careers is live performance based. They both have full bands on stage when they perform at all times. Mm-hmm. Why are you mailing in your live performances if that's
and
what
if
you're
you actually look at their videos is of them performing in the band
with their bands. Their bands. They're band members.
I think these performances
are video. The skate video. They're playing their band. They're doing the band joint with people skating around them. Like, there's everything about them is band and live performance.
Right.
So why
even individually, that's what their careers are. That's what their MOs are.
Right. I think what they might be aware of is how, if you performing live, bro, it ain't no cuts. You know what I mean? You got to perform live. It's a different type of pressure than being able to mail your shit in. You know what I'm saying? So for as dope as these artists are, they might
say
I would pay for that to be the new wave, though, because if that's true, then everybody else is going to catch on. We're not going to.
Everybody else going to do the same shit.
We're just going to get movies, and it's just like, bro, we want to see some live performances. We want to see crowd interaction.
Fam, remember I said that what's the name submitted her not what's the name, but Summer Walker. Her album actually probably should have won Album of the Year, but it was submitted late, like it just came out. Mm-hmm. She performed live there, and she wasn't even nominated for anything because she came out too late. So for them niggas to mail in both of their performances, I don't like that shit. Mm-hmm. Never. It's not personal because I actually love them individually as artists, but that's corny to me. They gotta stop doing that. That's not what we here for.
So
fake funk albums that we don't never see them play the instruments. like I don't. What are we doing? Like no.
To piggyback off my Secret Garden conversation.
Yes, that makes sense. Yes.
And listening to the Soul Train Awards and loving the women's performances, because I just think that the women are singing their truths now. I think I said last week where it's just like men are just liars. Men
that's why Summer Walker shit is crazy, fam.
Yeah, men just think about what they want, what they think you want to hear. The only time men are really truthful is when they're hurt. Women on the other side, yeah. You hurt a man's feelings, this shit real, but all that lovey-dovey stuff,
nigga. You get confessions.
Yeah.
Only thing about that men don't want to hear other men do that. That's why.
Right.
That's
that
the reason
part too.
it.
Niggas be mad when other niggas hear niggas do that shit too.
Right.
Yeah, but who buys the records? It's the women, really. Like, you supposed to be singing for the women. So why are we worried about
I bought Confessions though. Like, I ain't gonna
because it was fraud. It was dope. It's a classic. And that's what we did back then. We bought the record. What was this? Oh shit! Tom Brady just do a pick six shit, cocksucker. But anyways, oh yeah,
sheesh.
he just man, Tom Brady.
Sheesh.
Yo, it's 22 seconds till halftime. Like, why are you throwing the ball?
You meant that.
22 seconds till halftime. Why is he throwing the ball? It's crazy. Crazy that he did that.
That came from the bottom.
Yo, it's 2 seconds in halftime. We was up 22.
But
we was up 2010. Now it's going to halftime 27.
I understand that. I can't tell you how to react, bro. We already been through this. I'm just saying it's a little much. Sheesh.
That's crazy.
Cocksucker.
I know, right? Like, man, that came from the bottom.
That came from
the bottom.
Like you was lifting weights and said it at the same time. That came with a grunt.
Yeah.
So women are out here speaking their truth and singing their truths and all of that. So I'm definitely on my woman vibe. I mean, I'm late to the party, but it is what it is. Just because how they putting their songs together. But I was listening to this one show, and I think it was DJ FN. He was just like, hip hop is at the age where we're now it's now time for hip hop to sample itself. So
yeah.
So now when we got to
they're
that
doing
point,
that for the most part, yeah,
they've been
right.
That, like,
right. But when you give it a name, it goes okay. That makes sense because I know we criticized the Khaled album, right? Because we heard these beats already. The Secret Garden, we're probably criticizing it because that's just a tremendous song and you shouldn't touch that. But guess what? It touched. So we're at that era now, huh?
Go ahead.
Well, we're at that era now where we're actually sampling ourselves now. We're 20, 30, almost 40, it's like 40-year-old culture.
We're becoming old. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's time to recycle what we already was hot at the time.
But also producers are younger.
Yeah.
Producers are a lot younger, so they're coming across these songs that
these old ass
unfortunately you don't have we don't have like that type of parents where we do but we don't. Like I look at my daughters all the time when they be playing songs or liking songs I'm playing, and I'll see them singing it like, how the fuck you know this song? But I'll think, all right, I've played this before, or I've played it, or when she was doing nails with her friends in here, I'm playing my Spotify list, and they're asking me like, "Oh, what song is that? Like, who's that artist? Who sings that song?" But these are like newer songs, so some kids are asking, but producers are getting younger, so they're coming across these songs like, "Oh shit, I can, I could do something with this. I can do something with this." But it's just like the sampling game is no longer the guess what sample it is. They're just sampling the song. They're cutting a low filter and just putting their own drums on top. And that's the fucking that's
no
the beat.
more melodies on it and shit.
Right, nobody's constructing these samples anymore. They're not turning these melodies like the samples into their own melodies. Like I said, it's low pass filter. That's the underwater effect, or some people call it the Drake effect.
And it's the trash sample, basically what you're saying, but I'm gonna be more vivid with it. It's the trash sample. They're being lazy with the sample, right? I was on Instagram.
Absolutely being lazy.
Yeah, I was on Instagram and a friend of mine made a TikTok to a song, and it's not even the Stylistics version. It's the Mary J. Blige version of "You Are Everything," and it's this young rapper rapping on it. So I said, "Yo, what's the name of that record?" Because the beat, that's my shit. Like if you rap it on that, you better kill it. So she tells me who he is, and I go listen to it and listen to him rap like this is ass. Like they just flipping the Mary J. part. It's like this one part he cut, and he flipping that part, and all he talking about. And this is another reason why I'm on my women R&B tip, because I'm like, yo, bro, a lot of the rappers, the new rappers at least, all they rap about is kill my ops and talking about having sex with some woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like they all they say they that's find new ways to say it. And I'm just like, yo, I'm just sick of this because all we want to do is kill each other and just have sex with random other women.
You sounding like an old head right now.
But it's real though, bro.
You sounding like an old head.
It's real though, bro.
We had the same thing back in the day.
No, we did.
We did.
We did.
We just have
yes, we did,
balance.
My mom thought
we had
all rap music.
We had balance though. We had
Talib.
We had Mos Def.
There's no balance now.
I mean,
right.
No balance.
I agree.
There's no balance now.
I agree with what y'all saying,
but that young artist, his mom is a Mary J fan. So he'll hear Mary J, not the Stylistics. These girls don't like that old school shit. They don't like the originators.
I know the beat caught my attention. I'm just saying his rapping, and I get it, but this is what I'm saying about the R&B, right? Like me and Jarrell, we had this debate every episode. He says his R&B out there, and I agree with him, but when it's delivered to me, it's the washed down, watered down trash R&B or rap. I always got to
So
go.
you saying his
dig.
suggestions is trash? Is what you saying?
His what? His what?
So you saying that who's delivering you the new shit is trash?
The algorithm is delivering it to me every time
I'm
I turn
talking about
around.
like Spotify, like will
Spotify
point you
or
to the
whatever
direction with
DSP
new
you
R&B
got, right.
artists. It's usually not that
Yeah.
dope. That's
Yeah.
just because we're using algorithms to try to guess or tell us what good
So
music
because
is.
he like the
And it
Who,
shouldn't be
bro,
like
he's
that.
gonna get a trash R&B artist.
Goddamn mind. That has
Like
nothing to do
I'm
with
just saying. I'm just
nothing
saying.
to
The
do with
algorithm. It's the
But
algorithm.
it's the algorithm though.
It's
Like
really
it depending on the
Since you
songs
like
that
you got, you're gonna get you got R&B artists. Like
Oh,
like it,
shit.
I know it's funny, but what Ant's saying is true. Like which is songs that you listen to, they take that and they try to guess what you would like R&B wise. That's why you getting the whack stuff.
Nah, man. Let me tell you something. Let me keep it a buck 100. Let me keep it a
Nah, he
since
don't
we
like
go there. Yeah. Let me keep it a
you know,
buck.
like that.
Yes, what y'all
And plus, I
saying is
got something else
correct.
to say about the sample shit too before I forget it too.
But yeah, keep that thought. But the
Okay.
way the algorithm works on my end is this. Yes, when I listen to Griselda or some Ransom, I'll get some 38 Special. I'll get some more.
I get it. I
Keep
get
going.
it.
Yeah. I'll get
I
some
get it.
Vado. I'll get a lot of that. The R&B has nothing to do with you got, fam. So
You think so? You don't think so,
Okay.
huh?
I don't think so, fam. Not the R&B because it's going to give you other rap music.
You just don't know how the algorithms work, sir.
Yeah.
They are
That-
put in. They are
everything.
put in genres, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you use Spotify.
Spotify and Apple Music, yeah.
So what
I
does
just
your
upgraded my 3-month
so what does
free
your
trial today.
what does your 2021 stats look like? Like what's
A lot
your
of
top
Griselda.
5 genres?
Like they
Lot
take
of,
that
They take that.
and suggest R&B, rock music, everything that's in your suggestive for that specific genre. They're taking it from that.
Whatever artist they
Yep.
lump
So when
into
you pull up
that
rock
genre.
bitch, based on what you listen to, that's what's gonna pop up. For
They
the
would
top
try
artist.
to give you, even though it's not rap, but they would try to give you what you think, what rock music they think you would listen to based on your rap selections. If that
So
makes
here's
sense.
what I'm saying, right? There's no R&B on my Spotify app when you turn it on. It says recommended to you today because you listen to the Ransom and Rome Streets. We want you to listen to AZ Do or Die 2. We want you to listen to Black Illuminati, Freddie Gibbs and Kiss, Big Nas, which is the Nas single.
Oh,
Pat
so you,
Boots,
I see what you're saying. So you're saying that they're not suggesting R&B artists at all. So
At
where you
all.
getting the R&B artists you talking about? Just like the random
It's the stuff that I hear.
playlist
Not-
that they
yeah.
have?
Yeah, just
Okay.
the random stuff that I hear. And
You need to talk to
rap
some
and all
better
that like
sage
that.
females, bro.
What I wanted to say about the sample thing is I think we have to realize that we're basically our parents now.
Yeah.
Because you got to think about when rap first started and the sampling first started, maybe
Great
like
beat.
the early to mid 90s, right? They was taking songs from what, the 70s? So it's like a 20 to 30 year clip. It is now 2021,
Before
so
that,
do the
though.
math.
But even before that, in the 80s,
And before that, so now it's 2021, so do the math. 30 years ago was what? 91.
91.
So it's time for them shits to get sampled, just like we did. It
Yeah.
was fucking 30 years ago. We just don't
30
realize it because
years
we was
ago?
there. We're
Right.
just
Yo.
old.
yeah.
When 30 years ago and you don't mention the 80s, it's crazy.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
We're just
That's
old.
nuts.
So we're in the mindset and thinking that this stuff shouldn't be sampled. Mary J. Blige, it's time for niggas to sample Mary J. Blige. This shit is old.
But here's the
And you
thing,
wanna
though,
know
how
what's
they
funny, too?
sampling it is trash, though, bro. They
Yeah,
not
yeah. I'm not
sample's
talking about
trash.
that part. Yeah, I get
The
that. Yeah,
sample
I
is
get that.
trash.
I'm just saying the reason why they're
I'm gonna let y'all
sampling
hear it
this
at the
stuff.
end of the episode when we get off
But
YouTube.
yeah, I do agree with you. Like the execution part, like the producers, we had better producers.
Yeah.
A lot of
Oh, yeah.
producers
Beat
now,
makers.
I don't know if it's because it's so easy now with Pro Tools and like the computer and stuff.
Bro,
like you actually had to
what's
work to
that
be
song
a
that-
producer back in the day.
Hey, Jay, what's that song the City Girls did?
Well, that's a lot.
The one
But
that
I'll
sound like
Take Your
back in the
Man?
day. No, Planet Rock. Bro, that's the whole song. They didn't
Oh
sample
yeah.
shit.
They took the whole. They
didn't
basically
even
took the whole
sample
song and
nothing.
just rapped over it. Yeah. You're right.
Like that's lazy as hell.
That's almost like
bro. They
not-
probably filtered it,
Yo, that's not even lazy though. That's just
bro.
I don't
know
give a
what that
fuck. Like
is,
that's
bro.
not lazy. That's
See-
just I'm gonna do
see,
it.
Two things about that though, right? Because we're gonna spin into the next topic so we can keep this energy and transfer it to the other side. But one thing that I thought was hilarious before my time, right? When Drew Hill was popping into the Dragon, I think the album was, they did the remake to the Love That Stays on My Mind, right? I thought
Dope.
that shit was fire.
Yeah,
But the
that's
old heads, though, they said, man, these dudes can't sing a lick work like my guys. Like they hated the shit.
Right,
I'm
right,
thinking
right,
that
right.
shit fire. So I get the sampling our music and they think it has everything, but the Drew Hill version of the Love We Had Stays in My Mind was fire to me. But you couldn't convince older people.
It's the difference between a remake though, bro, and sampling the song though. You talking about a remake?
They still didn't like it though. They still didn't like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to tell y'all right now. Somebody is gonna take Confessions and redo the whole thing. Because that shit old as hell now. Like it's old. Like it's supposed to be sampled.
Yeah, it's dropped in 04.
Somebody going
like it's almost 20 years old.
Somebody think about that. Hear that shit and be like, ooh.
I asked the question in the group, right?
Let me loop this.
Right. Yeah. Burn.
I asked
let it burn. Let it burn. Like it's old enough to be sampled now. You could do it now. You couldn't do this shit like in 06.
And it's probably been done already. We just ain't hear it.
Right.
Yeah, it's on somebody's SoundCloud.
That's all we do.
It's on somebody's SoundCloud.
We will sit in this fucking studio and go through so much shit. And it'll catch us.
Speaking of that, right? I asked the question in the group. When was the last time you heard a game-changing beat? I believe it was, right? So listen to me, right? There used to be this
beat.
I got it. Beat like a beat, a game-changing beat, right? Because I remember listening to a radio station, and the DJ would always play the original version of the song that was sampled by the hip hop artist, and you go, "Oh shit, that's where they got that from." Blows your mind, right? I remember people was still like when Havoc made Shook Ones, right? Not only did he use a real stole for the which was fire, people couldn't understand how he flipped that barrel now because what he got it from, it doesn't sound like that. He had to slow it down, reverse it, flip it, which is what we talking about. How our artists did it.
I hear you, Missy. I hear you.
Nah, but see, our producers now don't take the time and do that shit, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Our artists like that. Our artists took a sample and recreated it, and you would never know where it came from. You just know that when you looked at the credits, it'll say, "Hey, sample this song here." Like when Jay-Z did the Girls, Girls, Girls song, I went and found the original song, and that shit slaps. But it sounds the same, but it don't in the same time. Like you just never know they took that from this. Woo!
But you guys, as a producer, right? I'm mad Jay not here since he is a producer. Just by
allegedly.
Fucked up, man. Allegedly.
Straight face too.
That caught me off guard. Nigga said he was allegedly a producer.
With the intro.
He did the intro.
Allegedly.
Y'all like that. Y'all peep that, right? Y'all peep that, right? Y'all niggas. Yo, you niggas funny, man.
Allegedly. And then look the way though.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's like that now because Havoc probably had to do that before, but now it's like with the computer and Pro Tools and stuff and beat packs and sound engines and all that. You don't have to fucking get the stove to do that.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why you had to be innovative to get all those stoves. Now you can actually get a program that has all those stove clicking sounds in it.
You can buy a sound pack. Yeah, they got all
a sound like a beat pack that has everything in it. You can do it individually and just load it up to Pro Tools and get all those sounds, so you don't have to do that.
So what? I'm sorry. I have to come back.
My wife just came down. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
So what Havoc did was called sound design. So as a producer, you should always have a recorder on you. Phones, you got the recorder. So like niggas used to go out literally and just travel
with the little thing
and listen for unique sounds. A lot of that shit happens by adding too much effect to something and be like, oh shit, I like the way that sound.
Yep.
Not like that's how
different filters and stuff.
Yeah, that's how auto-tune evolved. Like when they did Share Believe in Love, love out do you believe in love? That shit. They cranked the auto-tune all the way up by accident and was like, oh shit.
Right.
T-Pain said it. He was like, a lot of that shit was just by how do I get this effect? Then you just start downloading programs and fucking with it.
Right.
And then it's like, oh shit, I got it. So
some people think he invented auto-tune.
Nah, he ain't invented that shit. That shit was
like anybody could have did that before he did it. He just made it banging. Like he just did it good.
But it's just that they didn't respect him enough to give him his bag that was due. Because every engineer, every producer went out and got auto-tune. Because it's really pitch correction. That's what auto-tune is supposed to be for.
Right.
Correct your pitch. If you sing it in the wrong pitch, key, tone, that's what it was for. But niggas started fucking with that filter.
He used it as an instrument instead of being
Shout out to
like
T-Pain.
fixing mistakes and shit.
Yeah,
Yo,
I
that's
mean,
what's
so yeah, that's what the problem is with a lot of producers because it's the chase, it's chasing that placement, and it's just the I want to chase this placement. I want to hear somebody on my song, so let me just do this beat, and then somebody pretty much just heard it was like, yo, that's raw, like that's dope. I
and
mean, let
Jay.
me.
I was
Yes, sir.
telling Flaw when you stepped off for a second, I was telling Flaw as a producer now in 2021 with all the beat packs and stuff like that, you don't have to really go out and do that anymore. You don't
Nope.
have to go into the stove and record it clicking and shit. That clicking sound is in one of them beat packs somewhere. You just gotta
Because
look for it.
niggas is getting paid for that shit now. Like
Right. They get
I
paid
could
just
sit
to make
here.
that stuff for you, and they just sell it as a
Right.
pack, and
That's
you get
crazy.
all the sounds that they have.
I could sit here and take a whole bunch of old drums, snares, kicks, toms, add a little bit of effect, double it up, reverse one of them, and create a sound. Put it in a pack and just call it,
And sell
bars
that
and
shit.
shot
And
drum
sell it.
pack.
Yeah, call it bars and shot sound pack. Word
I
to mom.
remember when somebody took and dissected all the Just Blaze shit and sold it as a beat pack.
Oh, I got it. Oh, I have it. It's on the hard
Like
drive.
they do that. Like you could
Bro, I
dissect
got.
it
You know how many
and
producer sound
isolate
packs I
every
have?
sound in a beat and sell it as and resell it as a beat pack.
Bro,
if you
I
want
got
to.
every raw producer sound pack. I have it, like multiple versions of it
I
on
had a
hard
couple of them
drives
too.
down here somewhere, bro. Like 3 Dr. Dre sound packs. I got an Alchemist sound pack, nigga. It's endless,
Bro,
Right.
Niggas,
it's a
niggas
loop.
sit
It's a
up and
loop pack I got. It's a loop pack I got, and I was going through the loops, and I started to fuck with the beat, and then I was on Spotify. A song came on, and I was like, "Yo, that loop sounds mad fucking familiar." Niggas got that off Splice. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a
that's one thing I
website
don't
that's
fuck with though, bro. I think that's a cheat code, bro. I think that's a
it
cheat
is
code.
it
All
is,
of it
but
is
you
a cheat
but
code.
Man.
you gotta go in and make it your own. So you gotta take
Like
that
the
loop
loops,
pack, throw
the
it,
loops.
and then throw it
I kind of.
into.
If I'm making something, if I'm fucking something, I kind of stay away from those because I'm just like, bro, I want to be original. I want to come up
And
with my own sounds and melodies and
So
shit. But
you wouldn't want to use like Fruity Loops or something?
no, I would use FL Studio. I got Studio One, and it came with a whole thing of sound packs and loops and shit like that. But as far as like the melody loops, the guitar loops, the piano loops, the
I had
string
all
hits
those
and shit
too.
like
Yeah.
that, I kind
you
of stay
just
away
gotta
from them.
change it.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because
You just
I
got to
don't.
change it. Like you can have
I
all
feel
that
like I'm
stuff, but you don't
cheating.
have to use it the way they want you to use it.
I feel like
though.
I'm cheating, bro. If I'm using a
So
loop and shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
so then in school, they told us stay away from loop pack because that's a way you lose placements. Because now that label, whomever it is, now has the TV show, the brand, they now have to go find out who did your original loop, or
Right.
you got to give them that
Now they gotta pay
information, and
them.
then now you got to pay them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We talk
Jay,
about
what's up with
bad
school
flow.
though?
We talk about a whole bunch of musical nerds.
nah.
Real quick. Oh, I'm
Huh?
sorry, real quick, Flaw. Let me just ask him. I'm sorry, real quick, Flaw. Because we don't get to see Jay. You know what I'm saying? Every full moon, this nigga pop up and shit. You know what I'm saying? What's up with the full sale shit? Yo, you still fucking with the
Nah,
school shit?
I took a break until January because
Niggas
the
take
holiday
shit.
schedule at work.
Niggas take a
Nah,
spat.
they give you 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what's
they
up.
give you a total of 6 months in your program. So I've
You still
taken
think about
I
relocating?
think 4. No. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay and pretty much just go full-time music.
Nice.
We're gonna
Okay.
start this bars and shots label or what, man? All 4 of our minds, we can do it. I'm sure we can do it.
Definitely do it.
We can sign. Oh, he needs help.
Wait, ain't he already signed? Hey, yo, Ant funny as hell. He said that and took a sip. I be peeping Ant
He's-
game, yo.
He's definitely signed already and just signed his first artist.
Who signed this first artist?
Yeah, he signed Curtis Black.
Salute to Andy, MBK fam in the building.
Shout out
Sorry,
to
y'all.
Andy.
My wife was just on the side talking to me. Go ahead.
It's all
Well,
good.
nah, but I was
Shout out to
saying
Andy.
that even though the game got easier, it still is about hard work and taking your time. 'Cause a lot of everything got easier. You know, but it's about who still wants to put that work in. So even though like making beats could be a possible layup, still takes hours out of your day to actually get the
It
crap down.
does.
Yeah, that's
It
right.
A lot
does.
of
But
hours.
it's
Definitely
really,
true. A lot.
what
Definitely
it
true.
is it's more so, like I said, looking for that right sound, bro. There's certain sounds that people look for when it comes to drums, 808s, You know what I mean? There is a drum, but kick, snares, 808s, certain hi-hat pattern rolls, shit like that.
Yo,
The melody is the melody. Like, bro, I got a program that literally plays the piano for me by hitting one key.
Right,
Of
right.
course.
You get what I'm saying? It'll play the whole chord for me, hitting one key. A chord
Right.
is 3 or more.
Yep.
Am I right? No, that's
Hey,
a scale.
No, it's 3 or more.
Scale. No, I thought that was
It's a scale. It's a chord.
A chord is 3 or more. Yeah, that's a chord.
Yeah. So 3 or
Okay.
more keys. So it'll play it in key though. Like,
Right.
all right, I want to do an A major. So
That's
I
a
just
cheat
fuck
code,
around
bro.
with different.
Because
cheat
at
code.
one point I had programs to do different codes. You could just, like Jay said, and you could just keep.
It ain't this,
I was about to say that's wrong.
I'm
Flo.
I'm about to say, okay, Flaw.
But here's what I'm saying though, bro.
Hold on.
You see what you saying, bro? You got a program. You can hit one chord and that shit, one note, and that shit'll play the whole chorus for you, bro. Artist or a producer like Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, something like that, or a Babyface might look at you as a producer like, nigga, you're not no real producer.
They're not gonna respect that.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to produce music, nigga. Like, I do everything and engineer.
That was Prince.
You feel
That was
me?
Prince situation,
Prince,
right?
But
right.
here's the whole
I know that
thing,
for a
though.
fact. You have
And
to
then
be
the
able to read
arrogance-
music.
The
Yes,
arrogance
you have to
from
be able to read
us.
music.
The arrogance from us is so what?
And that's
Right.
up. That
Because
takes
I
away from the
came-
musicianship of music, though, and I don't appreciate that, bro. 'Cause
But
I'm
when
a
I
musician.
came up, that was my whole thing. I couldn't read music. I just played everything by ear.
He was Nick
Right.
Cannon.
So coming up, there's no way in hell I would get hired by somebody like not no
But that's
professional. I
not-
couldn't be a professional musician doing that.
But
No.
that's not true. There are exemptions against the rules, bro. Bro, trust me, bro. There's
No.
plenty
I'm
of-
agreeing with you.
there's
I'm
plenty of
agreeing with you.
professional
No, but though, I'm talking
musicians
about like
that
in
read-
the
that can't
90s
read.
though.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
talking about in the 90s. I'm not talking about
they
now.
don't- Now they don't care.
Now it don't
and
matter.
This
Yeah,
is, this is the
yeah,
crazy
they don't
part.
matter at
now.
all.
Because
Yeah,
this is
you're right.
why. Because those keys that I play come out as a MIDI as if I did it.
Right.
So I can
Right.
take that chord progression and I can chop that bitch up. I can make my bass line. I already have the chord progression. Chord progression.
Right.
In the 90s,
I just got-
if I would have did that, they would have
Bitch was
said,
got
"How
cooked.
did you do that?"
How did you do that, bro? Show us what
Right.
you did.
They would have said, "How do you do that?" And when they
So
would
now-
have re-engineered that shit, they'd be like, "You need to get out. Like we're not."
So
gonna
yeah,
do
so
that
now
for you."
it's okay. I'm a higher bass player. I'm a
Right.
lay out the idea, but
Right,
yo,
right.
I need you to come through and
It's a dude on TikTok that do that, bro. He'll literally, bro, tell this pianist like he'll say it out with his mouth like, "This is what I want you to do." No, and the pianist
Right.
do it right then and there for him. You know what I mean?
Right.
And make a track.
Now back in the day, that's something that I would have wanted to do. But as a producer, you can't do that back then.
Right.
No
Now
way.
you can.
Now you can. Like I just people. It's just the era is different. You couldn't do that back then.
That's taking
Because
away from
they're-
the musicianship
because they're
of
taking
music,
they're
though,
taking
bro.
the chord progressions and adding sounds to it. So it's just like, oh, that's just your melody, or yeah, that's your progression right there. So it's not that. So you hire a guitarist, you hire
Okay.
a drummer, you hire shit like that.
I
But
need
we
to
can
get my
move on.
boy
I'm
Flaw
sorry,
involved.
we went on.
Flaw, where you at,
we went
Flaw? I
on
need to get him
tangent.
involved. He looking
a
crazy.
lot of the major producers started doing that once the sound started changing. I remember
Yeah.
A
when
heat maker.
I remember exactly. I remember Kanye West. Remember he did his first album. There's a reason why his second album sounds completely different. He was bringing in different musicians now. Like he
Hey, Flaw.
did the first album himself.
Right.
The second
Hit the
album,
switch.
yeah.
Hit the switch
After
on the
that,
left
it
side of
was
the phone. Player.
Flaw just
Hit
want us
the
to know he
switch.
getting business calls on
I muted
Sundays
him.
and shit, man.
Like he
we know minor investments popping, bro.
like he
That's
good.
bro. Nah, that's
Yeah,
that's
that is
sage
my-
shorty, bro.
Nah, that's a minor investment. That ringtone is money, but
Yeah,
I
you
know,
could tell
I
it was
told
different.
you.
We ain't,
I
you
be
know why we
knowing.
could tell it was different? Because we ain't heard it before.
Right.
We was like, oh, that's the
That's
bass
sage.
signal.
I'm telling you,
phone,
that's
man.
what. Nah, that's sage shorty, bro.
Oh, that's Steve.
Tell him that nigga
With the-
his
with the-
third,
with the different
his third
chimes?
chakra is underlined. That's what she tell him. You know what I mean?
I got a girl that burns.
Yeah, but back then you couldn't do that, man. Times have changed. I'm glad it's changed though.
It's time for
yeah,
his
I mean
Reiki
it is what it
appointment.
is.
But we got to come
all
back,
had
though. We got to bring it back.
We all had to bring what back?
It's too late. It's
Not
too late.
not enough schools. or
Shout out
people
to
pushing
shout out to
musicianship.
her. Shout out to the real musicians in music, bro. Like that's what I respect.
There are some
bro.
still out there, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything always
Because
comes back
that's
around.
actually an argument.
But
That's actually an
actually,
argument in a game now.
What?
Keep like programmers, sequencers versus real producers.
Yeah.
Like
True.
real musicians. That's what they call them. They call them sequences.
You can't say a motherfucker who do what you say sequences is not a real musician, bro, because it still take talent and music, you know what I mean? Music knowledge to do that too. You understand what I'm saying?
Because it's no.
But it does though.
Again,
it takes
just like
it's
program, just like there's a program and Logic, I can put C major. It will not let me click anything outside of C major.
Right. Like what Jay is saying, anybody on the street could do that.
If you know, if
a real musician is not going to respect that shit at all. Like
if you learn your workstation, you can program it to. I don't want to be able to click anything outside of C major. So when you go and click your mouse and program it,
got the same kind of thing.
Right, Logic, Fruity Loops, all of that shit.
So if you're able to make beats without having any knowledge about it, then the people who actually have the knowledge of, but I'm just saying the people who had most of the time it's not fair when we talk about stuff like that. It wasn't fair when we was dissing mumble rappers. Yes, it's what they do. It was fair. See, no, it's not. It's not fair.
It comes quicker.
It just comes quicker. It's just what they do.
So when
I'm talking about from the musician aspect.
When I told the world that I thought designer should be dead instead of rapping, I wasn't.
Yeah, that was wrong, fam. That's weird. No, don't do that. No, don't do that at all.
He shouldn't be rapping though.
But why you gotta be? Why you gotta die though?
Why you gotta rap?
You could have said he should have been. You could have said he could have been a cashier at Walmart. You couldn't say he had to be died.
Trinidad James should have died.
See, yo. See.
Well, real quick. Speaking of
change subject, man.
Die, bro. Niggas died in rap.
There was a situation that happened. I can't really recall where and when it happened, but I saw it a few weeks ago. But DJ Big J brought it back to my attention, man. Apparently, some young man wanted to visit his kid. And Jay, you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, wanted to visit his kid. Turns out his son wasn't there. The owner of
no. He was picking his kid up.
Yeah, but his kid wasn't there. He said, "Where's my son?"
Yeah, they had an arrangement that he was supposed to be picking this kid up at 3:15, and the kid wasn't there. Yeah, and the mom, from the mom and the boyfriend's house or husband's house, and the kid wasn't there. So my bad, Flaw. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the kid wasn't there. So this gentleman decides to, hey, where's my kid? Where's my kid? Energy at, which a lot of us have been in that situation. It didn't turn out like this one. So the guy goes back into his house, brings out an assault rifle. The father sees it.
He brought out a rifle. Leave assault off of it.
Damn.
Okay, gunman.
He brought out a rifle.
Okay, he brought out a rifle. That makes you feel better?
There you go.
He brings out a rifle.
Honestly, it wasn't a chopper, though.
So it's just like a single
rifle. That bitch made it seem like he pulled a chopper out, nigga.
That bitch pulled out a shit. He pulled out something that required two hands.
Yeah, he pulled out some big shit, but it wasn't no chopper.
With the muzzle.
Okay.
So he pulls out some big shit. Y'all like that, but he pulled out some big shit.
Big shit. Yeah.
Which infuriates the father. Oh, you better use that shit. It's kind of like the it's kind of like the S.M.D type of situation. If you it's on now. So he brings it out and the guy gets in his face. Oh, you better use that. Some shoving occurs. He pushes him back, lifts it up, bang, bang. Kills the dad right there on the porch while his girlfriend was watching. The girlfriend who's filming the whole thing, like, oh my God, why did you, like, she was so calm. She was just like, you're going to jail from the car. You're going to jail.
She said you're going to jail from the car.
From the car. Like,
and the crazy part about it is, from the terminology,
I didn't see this.
I put it in a group.
I didn't want to watch it for a reason because I knew what was going to happen because I heard people talking about it. I didn't want to see it.
From the terminology, Gabe Asher, what up?
Salute.
Oh man, appreciate you, man.
From the terminology that they use, wait,
Jay. Drugs, my mic still muted?
No.
No, y'all can hear me, but it says the host muted your mic. Okay, go ahead.
That was earlier when your phone going off. It's not muted anymore.
Up there. Okay, it's still up there.
Why? Yeah, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't still be up there. I don't know.
But we can hear you. The terminology that was used, they were in a state where self-defense is
Florida. It was in Florida.
It was he could gave it to him like he did. Like They kept saying, just get off his property. Get off of his property. Nigga reached for the gun. Now he's in the upper room.
So it's kind of like a stand
that is how that works.
Stand my ground state.
Yeah, that is how that works, kind of.
Listen, isn't there another law that states that if you go into your house, you're no longer in danger?
No. You're on my property.
Yeah.
Yes,
that kind of makes sense, though.
That is,
there's another
law. There's another law, though, Jay.
Stand your ground.
I know, but I'm saying, I get it, but there's another law that goes with this. That's not even related to that one.
Different states have different.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying.
It would kind of gun laws. Like, bro. I understand. Hold on. I understand the stand my ground, but I kind of do understand. Like, they were arguing. If you go in the house, get a gun, and come back, it shouldn't be stand my ground anymore.
You're not standing your ground.
Right. You're still on my property.
Yeah, but you premeditatingly getting a gun to use it, though. So
yes, because you're still on my property.
Still on my property.
You're aggressive.
Think about your property line, bro.
It's my
property.
Nigga
in your yard and you keep telling me,
that's
get
my
the fuck
property.
out of
that's
my yard.
House.
Bro, my kids in here. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, that don't mean you can shoot them. Please don't think that. No, it doesn't.
It does,
don't mean
bro.
You can shoot them.
Mad people going to jail like that. You can't do that.
It literally means you're on my property. You're not retreating. I didn't shoot you in the back. You grabbed for the gun. Now I'm defending myself.
I get that. You're
grabbed for the gun.
Yeah, he grabbed the gun.
When the guy walked out with the gun, that's when his aggression turned up. They went nose to nose, actually, like, because he saw the gun. So, oh shit, you better use that shit. You get what I'm saying? You got hype.
But he still went and grabbed the gun, though, bro. Like,
that's
so
what I'm saying, though, Jay.
The rule states if I'm on my property, it doesn't matter if I go grab my gun or not. You're on my property. Now I have to use force to get you off my property.
We understand what that law means. I'm saying there's a different law that says that if you go in the house and close your door, you're no longer in jeopardy.
It's not just cut and dry like
you're
that.
Good.
Yeah. Those are two different laws, buddy.
Like he's going to get charged with something.
Oh, yeah. He's
not. No, he is not getting charged, bro.
He probably not charged right now.
That was in self-defense. He is not getting charged. You grabbed my gun.
Hold on. Wait.
You're on my property.
Is it a white dude or is this a black dude, bro?
It's white.
White men.
Oh, okay. There you go.
You're on my
property. I don't expect to see any charges.
About this shit. Why are we even talking about white on white crime?
I love it, though. I love it.
Both of the dudes was white?
Yeah, white. Yeah,
it was a father and a stepfather.
Yep. But at the same time, though, I'll be honest, though. Keep it a buck, all jokes aside, because somebody else did like it. If your son is not there, there's just a protocol that needs to happen, fam. Not, where's my son? Where's my son type of energy.
Well, nah, I kind of figured just because this happened, you already knew it was something else happened before.
It's something else.
Oh, yeah.
This is not a one-time thing. No, they had beef
because of that.
Like, if it was a one-time thing, that nigga really needs to go to jail. I mean, he's crazy.
Listen, the boy is definitely mad that his baby mom's fucking old boy. You know what I'm saying? The dad is definitely mad. To do with it. It's been plenty of times I went to pick up my daughter, bitch, she ain't here, or I call me when she get here.
Yeah, right. But see, I'll be honest with you. Just to be a little more deeper, I think that black problems and white problems are a little different. I think that with white problems, they feel privileged. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know if anything is there. It just might have been, where's my son? I want him now.
I understand that, but I saw a little bit of the clip, and they both look like the poor whites. So it might be a little bit different.
Poor whites don't get more.
That was no
poor
white.
whites is a little different than regular white.
That wasn't no poor white, nigga. That wasn't poor white.
Okay.
Nor was that gun poor white.
Poor whites on this podcast.
I'm just saying, you do know there's a difference, though, right?
I love you guys.
It is a difference. It is a difference.
You guys so much talking about the poor whites.
Okay.
He did it right. The way he did it and how calm he was, he knew the law. He popped him twice.
That could be true also.
Was it a shotgun or was it a rifle?
Bro, it was a rifle. Like it wasn't
like a hunting rifle.
Assault, right? It was a rifle.
Yeah.
He popped it with a muzzle on it too. Because that's just a
I just think we're talking about two different things, though, Jay. You are right. Stand your ground. He can do that because he's white. But we did see a stand my ground situation with an African American young lady, and she still went to jail.
And you just said it. And you just said it,
bro.
What was she?
And she shot in the air.
African American.
She shot in
the air, bro.
A cumulus cloud, nigga, and went to jail. This bitch, she shot into the air.
She's still in jail.
She shot the son,
to the air.
And went to jail. So we're not talking.
Away.
That's why I said we talk about white on white crime. It's
Nigga,
completely different. Jay might be right.
Abusive nigga, Jay. That's crazy.
Huh?
On paper abusive nigga.
Oh,
The
like
guy, she shot in the air. He was on papers and abusive. Like it's documented.
Right. It's documented that he's abusive. Like, and she shot in the air and still doing 20 right now.
Went to jail. But that's different though. Like I'm saying, like there's different rules. So what Jay is saying, my man
told me, my man live in Florida, and he told me a situation about somebody owing somebody money. The dude is approaching the dude that owes him money and got popped. He was aggressive. My life felt threatened, and I was like,
"We're talking about two different things."
Bro,
this guy
bro, listen, we just seen a white dude get off,
and these are black.
Shooting a nigga
these were
at
black
a
people.
Peaceful protest.
I get you. I'm just saying that stand my ground law is an attack. I get it. It is what it is. I've heard so many stories of it.
It's not everywhere. You get what I'm saying?
It's not everywhere. I'm saying.
Matter of fact, it's not even in a lot of states.
It's usually south
states.
But then Texas gun laws are completely different from Florida. Texas gun laws is lax.
Yeah,
you don't even need a gun license in Texas.
They don't really have,
Texas don't have a stand my ground law. They just like you could just pop a nigga just cause law. Like
it's
pretty much.
Like, they have an open
That's
carry.
That's the real Wild West
shit.
for real. They call it the
Yeah.
Wild West.
And you have to show niggas is going into Walmart with the thing on their hip outside the shirt,
chilling.
You gotta have it outside shirt. That's why.
Based on what's saying about how a story was told about how somebody ran up on somebody and altercation happened. I'm still saying that when it comes to the situation that happened with the two fathers, one went in the house and was no longer a threat. That's what I'm saying. It's just a whole.
He was a threat because he was still on my property. That's what you got. The property line is the street where your car is and my yard. Nigga, right. You're 2 steps away from my door.
Bro, as men, we gotta set responsibility, bro. You in the crib, bro. This nigga
in the crib. You're in the house.
You in your house now, bro. Your door's locked.
Coming back out with a gun.
Why are you coming back outside? This nigga ain't no
weird.
He's outside your crib, bro. He's not trying to break
now,
your
Jay.
Crib.
If I had my gun, I never went in the house. I was already outside, and he got nose to nose for me. Different story.
I get what you're saying. But no. But the law allows that man to go back in his house.
But that's what's up.
Get a weapon to defend himself. This nigga went and grabbed for the gun. So now,
so may the best man win, Jay, because we're both going to be attorneys, and my issue is going to be you were in the house and you was
that's what the state's argument is going to be from the rip. You went in the crib, bro.
It's going to be.
You went in the house.
We up here arguing. This ain't done.
He knew the law.
No.
He knew the law.
We'll give you an update next week.
Everybody there
knew the law, bro.
Because the person that was outside filming, she just stood there. The lady in the car calmly called 911. He stood there with his call 911. They were all screaming, "Get off of his property." That lets you know right there. They knew that law. He can shoot you. Get off his property because we know he has guns.
I know that's a law, but what if they don't know? But what if they don't know the other law of once you go in the house and close the door?
Because that other law does not exist in every state. Just like we don't. Just like we don't. I can buy guns.
Do we know for a fact?
He's got to prove in court though that man outside was a threat. There's not going to be any
court.
Bro, yes, I guarantee you it will be in court. I guarantee you it will be in court, bro. He discharged a firearm, bro. He discharged a firearm. Somebody gonna look into that.
What Flaw said, you said it's not for every state. Do we know for a fact it's not for the state that we're talking about?
That's what I don't know. I gotta find out what state it's from.
So we don't even know.
We're just debating. But I'm just saying the gun laws are different in every state. Just like if I was to move to Florida, I wouldn't have been able to transfer my gun. Because they're not in cahoots with the Jersey gun laws. Right. I have to reapply.
Right. Whole thing.
Like not even register. I got to go through the whole process. Yeah, I got to go. So, but if I move
from the South, they be coming up here. I'd be like, y'all nuts.
But if I leave that shit down there, if I move from Pennsylvania to Florida, I drop my gun off at Ready Aim Fire, transfer my information, and they'll mail my shit to another gun registry in Florida, and I just pick my shit up, and the laws transfer.
Right.
So like
It's
every
definitely-
different, like different states have different gun laws. I can
This what I'm
carry,
saying,
I
though,
can
bro.
carry my gun on my hip on my property in Jersey. I can't use it though.
That's stupid.
Yeah, so
what the fuck you?
I
carrying
don't know.
for
I don't know if the law that I'm speaking on
To
is
scare a
actually
nigga.
in that area.
That's stupid, bro.
But
So wait, you can carry your shit on your hip, but you can't use your shit.
Right.
So all you
call
gotta
that
do is
the
the whole
scary
old school
law.
this. You just do this, like
Scare
you
a
just
nigga.
scare a
Gotta
nigga
scare a
with
nigga.
Like
Nah,
that's the look
Jay,
here
that-
law. Hey, look here.
ain't
Just
like
like-
that
just
scared
like
to
a
die,
super-
bro.
listen. That makes no sense because my man brought out a rifle and it didn't scare nobody. So he was forced, in his mind, forced to use it. What you gonna do?
Flaw.
Once you flash and you
We
don't
just
use,
talked about somebody getting popped
just
because of the
talked
shit you
about
talking about.
Flaw. It doesn't make sense. You're right. But that's the law in New Jersey. We don't have a self-defense law. We
No, we
don't have
don't.
we don't have a carry and conceal
Jay,
law.
Jay, do you
There's
know how much trouble?
loopholes.
Jay, do you know how much trouble you put yourself in by flashing a weapon you're not
Right.
going to use?
That's stupid. That's stupid. I get it.
Depending
I'm just
on-
telling
hold
you
on.
what the
Hold on.
I'm
It
just
depends on
telling
what
you
it depends on what culture you're from, Flaw.
I'm just telling you what
That white man thought he could
what
come
the
out and
law
flash that gun and
allows.
nothing was going to happen.
He thought just the
For a
reason.
brandishing of the gun. Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
Jay is saying. Jay is saying.
I'm
if
just
it's-
saying in our culture we don't do that. In their
No,
culture they
Jay
think
said-
that shit
right.
crazy.
I'm just telling Flaw. I'm not saying that's something I would do. I'm not saying
Oh,
that.
okay.
I'm
It's
just
like-
telling you that's what the law allows when
Oh,
you
okay.
own
I
a
thought you
gun
said
in
you
New
was going to
Jersey.
do that.
Let's
No,
just
no,
I'm
say
no,
about
this.
to say.
The gun, like in our culture, what y'all are talking about is the same thing as the S.M.D. thing.
Yes.
Like in our culture, you're not supposed to point a gun or bring a gun unless you are
Unless you
willing
wanna
to
use
use
that
it.
Nah,
Yes.
I think the dad. I
Yes.
think the dad was from that culture because he said
The
it.
dad
He
was
like,
from
you-
that
you
culture.
Use it.
The
Use
stepdad
it.
didn't give a fuck.
Stepdad used it.
Yeah, stepdad used
You
it.
All
you
niggas
reached for
bluffing.
my shit. He held it the proper way. He
What
held
kind
it
of
down.
stupid nigga is you reaching for a rifle though? Like, I mean,
Yes,
like,
that
you
shit is
gotta think
big.
about that shit. That pussy
With
was that good,
attachments.
nigga. Like, damn, like,
And now it was pretty much all over his son. Like I get it. He lost his cool.
man, it was
Now
the
he's in the
pussy,
upper
man.
room.
Bro. Listen, bro, we all are fathers here, bro. Three of us. You know what I mean? Nigga, I done went and picked up my
Honestly-
daughter plenty of times. She wasn't there, bro. It was
Right.
never. We had to come to blows. It was, oh, she not here.
Let's just say this. I've never been in that situation, obviously, right?
I've never been in
But
that situation.
if my son is not there or my daughter's not there, my next question is, well, where are they at?
Where they at?
You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
I'm not
I
gonna be
think.
like, nah, fuck that. Where the fuck are like just where are they? So I can
But I
get
think
them
he
so we
did
can
ask
go
her
home.
that though. I think he did ask her that, and she wasn't giving that information. He did say, "Where is he?" And that's when my
So-
man came out and said, "Get off my property." So he just got jumped from the dick. Like, "Where's my son? He's not here. Where is he?
Oh, so
This
he
is
got
my
bum
time."
rushed. Oh, so he's
Yeah,
trying to figure
court
out where
ordered.
his son at, and he got fucking
Yeah,
bum
he was
rushed.
like, "Court
Alright.
order. This is my time to have him. This is my day. Where is he at?" He was asking them. Maybe he was a little aggressive, but hey, mind your business,
After paying
stepdad.
all this
because-
bread, yeah, like after paying all this
Mind your
bread, in court
business,
and shit, bro.
stepdad.
But some relationships work like that. Like the
But
ex,
every situation different though, bro.
it
You know what I'm
is.
saying?
But some relationships, some exes work that way. Like there's always going to be animosity between the baby mom and the baby dad. Sometimes
Hold up. I found it. They were in Chad Reed's. Where are we at?
redneck.
Yeah.
No.
Just because
Sound like
name,
population
Chad
4,000,
Reed, they ain't
nigga.
nowhere in Jersey.
The widow
nigga.
of Lumbuck father.
What'd you say, Jay?
I don't give-
custody of her stepson. Now I'm reading the article.
And that's
Well,
another
where's it?
thing.
Where,
No charges. Listen, no charges or arrests have been made yet in the November
Yet.
5th shooting.
Yet.
Nope.
Yet.
Because nothing's
That's
going to
the
happen.
I don't know.
They're already
I-
Well,
talking
they are
about
white.
custody.
They are white, bro.
Honestly, I just need because I just clicked on the video. I just
shit
need
is
to know
ass.
what state were they in.
That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I just need to know what state it was in. Really,
Look at the
because
top,
that
bro.
would
Usually
kind of
have a
tell
state
you
at the top,
everything.
bro,
To
the
be
article.
honest, it don't say because I'm just looking at the. I'm not looking at an article. I'm just clicking on
shit might
what
be
Jay
fake, man.
sent,
This
and
might
it's
be
just a
fake.
video.
Y'all got virus in y'all computers now. This shit ain't real.
Yeah, shit was
Yeah, man,
crazy.
that's tough, man.
Nah,
Hey,
but
yo,
this
hold
fucks
Flaw.
up mad conversation though, bro. It's like we was talking about the whole stepdad dad dynamic, bro. That's a whole conversation in itself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's true. I
about
mean,
to
but
find it
that's a
right now.
conversation. I don't know. We should. I don't know. If we should have that conversation without
Texas.
I'm a
Oh, was it
stepfather.
Texas?
Texas. Oh, Texas. Oh,
Okay. Yeah, he might not go to jail.
Yeah. I think we kind of talked all that for nothing.
That's
Like
fine.
I think we just said all this shit for nothing. We shouldn't even brought this shit up. I told you we need to leave white people alone. White. We had no business talking about this shit at all. You know that.
Around, like,
We had no business talking about this. I blame this on flaw. This flaw. We had no business talking about this, yo.
I ain't do my research.
Crime. Some white man
Texas
shoot a white
gun
man in
laws are
Texas.
getting
I'm
more
supposed to give a
lenient.
fuck. Like, this is crazy. This is nuts.
Nah, but our reaction when we found out it was Texas tells you a lot, fam. Tells you
That does.
Yeah,
a lot.
that's crazy.
I'm surprised it doesn't happen more.
New Texas
Well,
Texas law allowing people to carry handguns without permits.
these them laws Obama was trying to change, bro.
Man, Texas is a
That's why
wild
niggas
fan.
hated Obama. Yo, niggas want to carry, bro. Niggas need their guns, bro.
Let's
'Cause
talk.
niggas pussy
Let's
a lot
talk.
of niggas pussy without guns, bro. You feel
Let's
me?
talk
A
about
lot of
Jersey.
niggas.
Let's talk about Jersey, bro. I can buy a shotgun or a rifle
Mm-hmm.
every day, only requiring a background check.
Yeah, for hunting purposes, though. Yeah.
Nah, just for buying it. If I need another handgun, I have to reapply every time.
For
Yeah.
for each gun, you got to fight. For each
each
gun,
gun.
got to have
Yeah,
its
but
own
A
shit.
rifle,
that makes sense,
rifle,
though.
rifle or shotgun, and they say because it's harder to conceal a shotgun or a rifle.
That's not the reason.
That's not the reason, really.
The reason
What's the
is
reason?
because we come from a different culture. So they try to do that because white people hunt a lot. Niggas
Most
don't
white
hunt.
people-
So when it comes to rifles and shit, there's no reason for us to have one because we don't
Right.
hunt.
We don't
do
hunt and
hunting
shit.
unless
You know what I'm
unless
saying?
we from the South because I have family members that hunt and shit. That's just because they from down there. But us from up here, there's no reason for us to have a fucking
In the
rifle.
inner cities, bro, the cities that we live in, bro,
So
we
they-
have handguns, bro.
Right, so they're gonna make the laws for handguns a whole lot harder to get than rifles. What the fuck you need a rifle for if you from Trenton?
Yeah.
What you shooting squirrels?
First of
With
all,
a
this
rifle?
nigga grabbed.
That's
Hold
not
on. First of all, this
legit
nigga grabbed
reason.
this gun, yo.
Yeah, that big ass shit. You seen it?
It was something.
Yeah.
He must have wanted to die, bro. I wasn't
He wanted
grabbing
it.
that.
Again, that's what I
And
said.
he didn't think he was gonna do it. That's what it was.
I was
If
He didn't
they
think he was
would
gonna do
have,
it.
if they would have screamed, if they would have
Right.
shouted, if they would have been
Yeah.
like, no.
But
For
yeah,
our
but
listeners,
listen,
bro, that can't see,
Bitch,
bro.
they
This is like
said,
an
get
AR or
off-
something, bro. Like this is something
Get
crazy.
off
Listen.
Like,
his
but listen, this is my thing though. Once he pulled it out, it was a wrap because you can't pull it out and then don't use it. Because now my man,
Right.
if you actually watch the video, the energy he had,
No,
if
no,
he
no,
would have
no,
been like,
no,
you know what,
no,
put it
no.
away, and he did, the guy like, I
See,
thought so, pussy. I thought so, he wasn't going to
disagree
do
with
it.
that. I disagree with that. They are in Texas.
part?
I disagree with the part that he had to use it when he brought it out because that's our culture. That's us.
black people.
People in Texas probably show guns all the time and don't use it. That's their culture.
on
Like
their hip.
guns is nothing to them.
Right.
Like them showing it don't mean shit. They don't have to
My-
use it because everybody got one.
Right.
One of my
Okay.
close friends, she lives.
know what I'm saying? That's the only
I'm gonna say
reason
my
I say
sister.
I don't
She
just
lives
agree
in
with that.
Texas, and she said it. She tweeted about it. She was like, this man keeps bumping into my side. He keeps bumping. I'm gonna put that tool on the other side, and let's see you bump into it again."
Mm.
Texas is different, bro.
And that was a woman who texted.
That was a woman.
That was a woman who tweeted
He's
that.
bumping into my side.
Think about the dudes that's out there that
I'ma
grew up in that.
pull-
Like
I'ma
they
put
from
this-
Texas. Like
I'm gonna put this tool on the other side of my hip, and let's see you bump into that one.
You already
stuff like that
tried to
we
play
can't
these,
say and stuff like that we can't say and do. here.
play these
Right.
tunes.
You heard about the shit happening in Michigan, right?
What happened?
The white
In
boy that
Michigan.
went to the school and shot up the school.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Shot up
both
another
his parents
school?
are arrested.
Yeah.
What?
Because we was talking about that. I was talking about that
They
with
arrested
somebody
the
too.
parents.
Yeah.
The parents.
Why?
Hold on, I'll be right
All
back.
three of them,
Okay.
because they bought him the gun. Well, they bought the gun. He was giving subliminal messages before the shooting, and there's actually text messages and like messages from the mom saying, "Don't do it."
Okay.
So
So
you
they
knew
supposed
what
to
he
go
was
police.
doing.
I think
Yeah,
I
supposed
think
to go
that's a
police.
slippery slope though. I think that's
When you
I
a
think
parent, yes.
that's a slippery slope when you're a parent, bro.
I'm not turning my kids in, bro. I don't give a fuck, yo.
It's
I'm not
hard-
turning
it's
It
my
hard
wasn't
to
no
do that.
turning. He got locked up. He got caught that day.
No, I'm just
Before
talking
he
about
did it
them
or
being
after he did it?
responsible.
No, he got caught. He got caught like after the shooting.
So that's when. But as the parent, they knew he was. It was a possibility that he could do it. It was
Yes.
in the law's eye, nigga. You
It's not
supposed to tell
turn.
us.
It's not turning. It's not turning him in. but I'm pretty sure you're going to remove the weapon or all weapons from that child before he's going to make a dumbass decision. That's what they're saying. Not turning him in.
I think it's a
but they're
slippery
also
slope. It's a slippery slope when you that's a huge factor.
They're Michigan white.
That's a huge factor. This is my thing though with that. It's a slippery slope when you talk about parents having to be responsible for what their kids do. Because once they do pass that law, if they do, where you think that law is going next? Or who you think is going to be used on next?
Anything your kids do.
So every fucking gang member that's in the city, if they change the law and saying that parents have to be responsible for their kids, there's a lot of black people going to jail.
And that's how you know it's going to be targeted towards black people too.
So say if it happened, I don't know what part of Michigan it was. I think it was it close to like East Lansing or something? I forgot, but it wasn't like Detroit or anything like that. So say they do pass that law and the parents do get arrested with that. You think they're not going to bring that to the courts in Detroit when these kids are going to get arrested for gang banging and stuff like that?
The gun was an early Christmas gift from his parents, a semi-automatic 9mm, my new beauty, Ethan called it. The day after Thanksgiving, he and his father going together to a Michigan gun show to buy it. He and his mother spent the day testing out the gun, which stored unlocked in the parents' bedroom. On Monday, when the teacher reported seeing their son searching online for ammunition, his mother did not seem alarmed. LOL, I'm not mad at you. Text her son. You have to learn not to get caught. A day later, the authorities
going to jail.
Yeah, they going to stuff jail. Like that. See, that makes sense. So then he probably is responsible. But I'm just saying it's a slippery slope because just by the story that you just told, it's in Michigan. I could tell what you were talking about. They weren't talking about a black family from Detroit, though.
Nah, they wasn't.
Or Flint or something like that, because that wouldn't have happened. Like, that's not our. We don't get stories like that, fam. Like,
they're going to jail. Them parents is going to jail. It's over.
And they said that he
we'll
was
see. Hopefully, I see.
They definitely going to try to change the gun laws after this one.
Right.
They've been trying to change, bro. They've been trying to change the gun laws for years, bro. For years, bro. Second Amendment, bro, or whatever amendment that is.
That everything changes when it comes to the state, though. All depends on what state you in.
At the end
You're
of
not
the day,
having
bro,
that shit in Texas, man. That
I got a right
would
to
never
bear
pass.
Arms, bro. I have a right to bear arms.
So it all depends on where you at.
Yeah, they don't tell you that part. It depends on where you at. They just tell you got a right to bear arms. Depending on where you at.
I'm mad to switch it back to music. I'm mad we kind of bum rush Flaw's question. We didn't actually answer his question about the game changing beat. I guess maybe because the game changing. Yeah, I guess to me the reason I don't like the question is because what is considered a game changing?
Bro, okay,
beat? Like,
in the club was it game changing beat?
Was it? Like, or was just the song game changing? Like
in the club beat was crazy, bro.
That
that basic ass beat was crazy. I mean,
bro, I ran your old question back real quick since you was off because I don't think we didn't answer your question about the game changing beat. We just went on a tangent about sounds and stuff.
Is it a Timberland beat?
And I was saying that it's hard for me to say game changing beat. Like to me, I guess because I just think about it as sounds. To me, like there are game changing sounds and sounds change in hip hop that are game changing, and it takes off to somewhere else because of that sound, but. A specific beat, standalone beat is hard. Like,
it's gotta be one of them early
maybe like
beats, bro.
Maybe Super Thug, Nori. That's a game changing beat.
I didn't think that we would actually have an answer.
Shook ones.
Well,
Quiet Storm.
I guess I didn't really think that we would have an answer. I was just what I was trying to get at was
Quiet Storm.
I was listening to Styles P and Havoc's new album.
Yeah.
And it's just like Styles P could have did that. There was nothing about it to where it was just like
Benjamin's.
So when you say game changing, is it game changing for us or for the culture?
When was the last time we heard a beat that was just like, oh, like did you hear that? Like we don't even talk about production no more, really like that. It's just guys are just rapping.
Recently, when Just Blaze did Lord Knows,
Lord Knows,
that was a huge thing.
I like all Justice League production, so I feel like that when all the made that music that Ross was dropping on the albums, you know what I'm saying? Right. I feel like that with those. You know what I mean?
Super Thug with Nori, that was a game changing beat right there when that first came
Definitely
out.
Was.
That's hard, man.
Kanye got to check. We Need a Resolution. That was kind of different than me. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Timberland got a couple of them. Kanye, yeah, of course Kanye does.
I guess I was just saying I was just kind of like the album is dope in a sense, but I was just disappointed in the production from the Havoc Styles P. I'm like, why are we doing this? Well, it's just like Styles P just dropped the album earlier. Triumph is fire.
Triumph wasn't game changing though. It was just dope. What was game changing about?
What about Cream?
The beat bombed atomically.
I'm just talking about the act. We're not talking about songs. We just talk about the beat. I don't think Triumph's beat was game changing. I think the song was dope.
I think Cream was the beat was better.
I got a better question. And
game changing for the Woo is like Cream. Like, yeah, you're right.
It came from TikTok and it has something to do with Triumph. Okay. What was the what would you like? I guess you could say the best leading verse in a song.
I bomb atomically.
I'm about to say, to be honest, especially that got like 2 of them too, because what was he?
Big verse in Flavor in Your Ear remix.
Off the top, one of my favorite opening verses is definitely
non-Woo
Intercourse.
Okay,
I mean it's a Woo song.
Verbal Intercourse is definitely dope. We talk about like an ensemble cast, right?
Nigga, I bomb atomically though, bro. That's up there, bro.
But hold on, like. Inspector Deck has another one though. I just forgot what song it was because they got so many dope ones.
Honestly, for me,
it was another one. He had a legendary first verse too.
For me, that was nasty. Was Kanye West Drunken Love verse.
Swing on the mic like Smoking Joe Frazier, the Hellraiser. That one.
That yes. I smoke on the mic like Smoking Joe Frazier, the Hellraiser. That's an iconic verse too. That's an opening verse for your ass too, and that was their first song.
It's got to be Big Flavor in Your Ear remix for me, bro.
On, though.
3 stacks.
Mike got a new one. This is yeah.
So, Players Anthem. That too. Damn,
it's crazy.
I used to see.
That's up there too. Damn.
3-6.
Shout out Juicy J, man.
3-6. Juicy J.
Nigga, they brought Crunchy Black out, nigga.
Yes, Crunchy Black was out on the stage. He said they was losing. That's why Biz did.
Best opening verse though, bro.
Best opening verse.
I'm trying to think
from an ensemble cast though.
It's hard, bro.
Busta Rhymes went last with Scenario.
Nature, motherfucking Band for TV. Putting that up there.
Ja Rule. It must be the ass. They got him like, damn. That one gets him too.
Yeah. That was good too. What you say, Ant? What was yours?
I said Nature and Band for TV. That's what I said. That's just me.
Legendary though, or just good?
I don't think it's legendary.
That's different.
It's pretty good though.
Yeah, we just talk about legend. We talk about legendary.
He definitely killed that verse though. Like
he did kill it.
He bodied that verse. Like
who had the best verse on that song?
Besides the
That's a whole nother podcast.
Cam and Pun. Probably Pun.
That's a whole nother podcast. You can have multiple.
But Cam,
all of them killed that shit.
Cam is my favorite verse on that whole song though. Cam, he went nuts on that.
Jada don't usually lead songs.
Yeah, nah, he doesn't. Opening verse.
Big Flavor in Your Ear is a good one.
That's probably the best one for me, bro. Tip, we taking over. I'm just throwing shit out there. I don't know.
I don't think he started that one.
Starting in Atlanta and spread out with it. South Carolina.
Ooh, that was dope. Yeah, that was dope. Yeah. That was dope.
Three stacks on Players Anthem, bitch. Yeah.
3 stacks on Players Anthem might be the one though. And Nas Verbal. Flaw said that before. That's a very good one too.
Hey Mike, hit the like button on YouTube.
Yeah, smash that like button, man. Let me
smash
get my little capture. So,
damn, though.
I got us covered. Boom. There you go.
We're gonna have to revisit this one though because
bomb atomically,
bro. I'm telling
you, it's between that and Andre 3K for me. That I CC round town, like niggas know that verse by heart, man.
Big verse on Flavor.
Niggas play that shit at Wettins.
Big verse on Flavor in Your Ear remix though is just like crazy though. Like
I mean, since the compilation, it's his song, so I don't really count. And he had a group as a feature, so it's kind of cheating. But his verse on that Bone and Biggie shit is crazy too. Everybody know that verse.
That's an opening verse. That's an opening verse.
It's kind of cheat code because it's
his song.
It's only an ensemble because they're a group. And
they did their shit first though. According to the stories, they did their verses first, and he came last and did his shit
and killed it. And they just switched the order. Right? Yeah, you're right. Damn.
Do Jay got an opening verse?
I got it.
Jay-Z don't never lead songs. He always finishes.
What about I Love You Though?
That don't count as a. That's just a duet. I don't count that as a. Say that again.
Oh, sorry, Flo. Our bad. Our
got to cut the pod short trying to play them records.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
We are 2:15 in. I got to do something at 3:30.
Everybody that caught us on the chat, man, everybody get out of here. Catch us on the audio version to hear the songs we about to play. Jams of the week. Shout out to everybody. Thanks for chilling with us. Peace.